pretty much everybody on the XM side except for a handful of us. A handful. Who else is in this building that was from XM? I can't name one person outside our show.
Besides Ron and Fez.
Right, of course.
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's what I'm getting at.
And I don't mean ridiculous hires that, those people that don't really show up.
I guess we're lucky. Yeah. We're lucky that we made the cut.
We're so lucky.
Thank you, Sirius. Thank you so much.
We're so lucky.
We're so lucky. Greg on Long Island. Greg!
Hey, how you doing? I just heard on the news that Opie just killed Carl Malden.
Yeah.
Supposedly he died of natural causes, but I'm suspicious.
Well, how could you be suspicious? He was 97.
6.
Jesus.
96.
Yeah.
Well, I did announce that 2009 would be the year of the celebrity death, and so far I think I've done quite well with this prediction.
This is getting full up.
Yeah.
I was saying that Academy Award moment where they go through the dead people, it's going to take an hour.
It's going to be half the show.
Yeah. They're all going to be like, oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Who do we clap the most
Carl
for?
Malden will get a smattering. And
So
then,
next?
Michael Jackson gets the biggest, I think.
Well, I said Dick Clark would be the next celebrity to go, but I guess as far as the next surprise celebrity.
Yeah.
I mean, Carl Malden dying is not a surprise to anyone. He was in his 90s.
No.
I'm still going with Dick Clark.
An old guy. Another death that was overshadowed. The guy that played Wade in Fargo.
What?
Yeah.
Reed?
Why don't you go down to the bank, see old Bill Deal. Bill Deal.
Bill Deal.
We're not a bank.
He's dead?
He's dead.
Why aren't we getting clips of him?
Where's my daughter?
We should do a whole
Oh, we certainly should.
We should do a whole Sarah McLachlan with him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in a lot of movies, but of course Fargo was his biggest.
Always playing just a scumbag.
The heavy.
Just the old scumbaggy guy.
Yeah.
And, yep, he's apparently dead.
Of what?
He was no kid either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Fargo came out at least 10 years ago now.
Fargo's old. He was old in it.
Yeah.
Old. We ain't no bank.
So we lost Wade?
A finder's fee? Well, that's just not going to do it for me, Wade. Well, I hope you don't mind if we move on it. They just fucked him over so bad.
God damn it. Now you're going to make me watch that movie again.
I had to fucking play the clip last night, like that clip of him asking for the money.
Yeah.
Go see old Bill Deal down the bank. Bill Deal. And I just pictured that old cranky fuck and Bill Deal talking about how they just fucked people out of money over the years. Yeah, I'm going down to see Bill Deal.
Good old Bill Deal. All right, so we lost Carl Malden and Wade.
And Wade.
Oh, Wade, that's sadder.
Yeah.
So 2 more celebrities are dead.
Carl Malden was just, he had 2 big things. It was Streets of San Francisco with a very young Michael Douglas, and the Don't Leave Home Without Them American Express Traveler's Checks commercials.
And that was it.
Which were parodied a lot on, like, The Tonight Show. Johnny Carson used to dress up like Carl Malden and go, and do one of his catchphrases, like, if you're the victim of a robbery or something like that, and then a pie would hit him in the face out of nowhere. It was the dumbest thing, but hysterical funny.
It was a good parody.
Johnny Carson with all the makeup on and the giant Carl Malden nose.
Right.
Holding up an American Express thing and then just getting a pie. Fuck it. And they wing it at his face. Shit was funny, man.
Hell yeah.
I got that Carson collection. Did you ever wind up getting that?
I did not.
The DVDs? Goddamn funny fucking shit.
You know what? I should pick that one up.
Yeah, it's just like classic oldie time talk show hijinks.
I would absolutely enjoy it. Yeah, you see them all coming out smoking and drinking.
Oh yeah. Dino and Frank. They would just come out. They wouldn't even be announced. Like Johnny's halfway through his little thing after the monologue, but before the guests. And there they come, just out clinking drinks and cigarettes. How you doing, Johnny?
We were in the neighborhood.
Yeah. And everybody's like, oh, hey. He goes, well, sit down. And And then they would just talk about like Vegas.
Who knocked on whose door? The famous Bing Crosby, David Bowie video that we always reference.
Oh, right. Well, someone's at the door.
Oh,
blah, 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 blah.
I'm in the neighborhood. I decided to stop by.
Perhaps it's my son who needs a punch in the face. Well, I think I'll beat the shit out of him.
He's got a stocking cap and brass knuckles.
Fargo, 13 years ago.
That was 13 years.
Kane survived the XM merger. And Sonny Fox survived the merger.
How about that?
And Eddie Trunk. Yeah, but Eddie Trunk's like a part-timer, man.
Eddie Trunk is, and don't get this wrong, he is like the cockroach. There's no getting rid of Eddie Trunk.
No.
He will live forever. He's impervious to all kinds of sprays. And
I think what happens with Eddie Trunk, he talks so much that he just puts everyone to sleep, and they forgot that they were going to fire him.
Yeah, no one gets a word in edgewise. No, Eddie, you're but you're.
We love Eddie, but boy, does he love to talk.
Oh, can that man talk?
The one-sided conversation. We all know that one, right? We've all have one of those in our lives.
Well, I've been on the phone a few times going, all right, well, yeah, I got what? All right, yeah, right.
But,
yeah, well, you know something? I'm just looking at my watch, and I got, why? Sure, yeah.
But those guys are experts at the one-sided conversation, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because you think, all right, I'll just interrupt them, and this will be over with, and I'll hang up the phone. But you don't know when to interrupt. You try to interrupt, and you find yourself stopping in the middle of your interruption, and they just continue and continue. I have put phones down and walked around my entire apartment for a minute or two.
Really?
And picked it back up and just go, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and they're still just going and going and going.
Yeah.
This was an argument we started yesterday. I guess it continues today. Sir?
Yeah, it's Matt in Harlem.
Hey, Matt, how are you, buddy?
Good, man. I'm about less than a 10-minute walk from the Apollo Theater, and I have to say, yesterday, when you guys, I listened to the replay, and when you guys were out talking about there being a celebration, by the Apollo and, doing a whole Michael Jackson retrospective, I went out there, and I have to say, the black people, the reason why they like Michael Jackson again, the reason why they're adhering to him is because they're making money off of his dead body. No worse than what Joe Jackson is doing, but of course, Joe Jackson was the father who beat him, but they're selling merchandise, and that's all they care about. That's all they care about. They're selling CDs, bootlegged.
Oh, is that what's going on up there?
Oh, really? There's a whole,
little industry, a little
industry.
Harlem industry going on. Yeah,
and the next big black celebrity that dies, they're just going to make money off his merchandise.
Buttons and shirts and the like on all the streets up there. Because that's kind of what happened when Obama got elected. Yeah.
You can't walk to the next block without being bombarded by a table, a makeshift table with shit. It's just ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Well, Michael Jackson has been dead how long? Was it a week ago today? Thursday, right? Last Thursday, I believe?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been a week. I got a little trivia quiz for everybody.
Oh, I love trivia.
For Ant and Jimmy and you on the phone, sir. All right. So, week ending June 28th. How many days ago is that?
Oh, boy. Well, it's the 2nd.
Jackson died on what day in June?
Summer solstice.
Kind of important because you know those numbers I gave you before the show, Ant?
Yeah.
That's not even for a week.
Wow. Holy shit.
So Jackson died
Huge.
June what?
It would be June 25.
Get the fuck out of here. For real? All right,
reals, yo?
So these stats that I'm about to give you, Ant, is for 3. Why is this guy sprinting down the hall?
It's like a week old.
Oh.
Mars.
All right.
He was being chased.
These stats I'm about to give you are for 3 to maybe 4 days, not even a week. So here's my question. How many, how do I do this? Let me think. All right, let's start with this. How many Thriller albums were sold after Michael Jackson died?
8.
And this isn't all the way up to today. These stats end June 28th. So it's 3 to 4 days after he died. How many Thriller albums was sold? Because he's dead.
I'm going to have to go with 422,000.
Jesus. Way overbidding.
Yeah, you overbid
You're
there.
out.
I mean,
You're out. You're out.
I'm going to say they've sold an additional 200 copies of Thriller.
200 copies?
I tend to think low.
You're actually closer than the guy on the phone.
Cool.
So you're in the lead. And Anthony already knows the answer. Cause
I already know.
In high school, I was voted boy most likely to guess correctly.
What did Jimmy say?
200.
200.
I'm going to say 201.
201. Oh, no.
Did I hit it on the head?
no.
The Price is Right scumbag move I just pulled.
Oh, no.
The one where the person wants to reach over and just belt the motherfucker in the face.
Jackson dies. The first 3 to 4 days after his death, they sold 101,000 more copies of Thriller.
It's amazing.
In 3 or 4 days. But that's not the number one album that was sold 3 or 4 days after he died.
No, huh?
The Essential Michael Jackson sold 102,000 copies in the first 3 or 4 days after his death. And number ones, obviously his greatest hits CD, 108,000 copies were sold.
Amazing.
The first 3 or 4 days after he died. And then it goes from there,
amazing.
Off the Wall, 33,000, and then it drops down from there. Digital track downloads, individual songs.
What is that you're talking about?
Individual
that sounds like
songs.
the future.
Don't stop till you get enough, right? Michael Jackson dies. The first 3 or 4 days, they sold 125,000 copies of the song "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough." What is that? Like $2 a pop, right?
I don't know what it is now. Where?
It's getting up there.
iTunes?
It's getting up there.
Depends.
Yeah. Beat It sold 134,000. The Way You Make Me Feel, 136,000. Billie Jean, 158,000 copies. Man in the Mirror, 164,000 copies of that were downloaded after his death. The first 3 or 4 days. This isn't even a week of sales.
amazing.
And Thriller, 167,000 copies were downloaded the first 3 or 4 days after his death.
Isn't that amazing how they actually got people to pay for music?
No, I know.
Like for the longest time, you would just download shit.
The lawyers were smart.
And then everyone got...
because they made an example out of a few
pissed
people
off.
and scared the shit out of the rest of us.
Yeah. I mean, people are still, believe me, getting free music. There
But
are
not like it
places,
used to
but
be.
Not like, now, you know what it is, too? It's so convenient to just hit it on your phone and you go, all right.
They made it incredibly easier to get music quickly.
Yeah,
You know,
quickly,
I could
so
still-
it's worth the price.
I can still get everything I can get on iTunes, but then, I have that, maybe the quality isn't there.
Right.
Maybe it's labeled wrong, and going on iTunes or even just right from your phone and downloading the track directly to your phone, and I'm listening to it literally within 10 seconds. I mean,
know.
You can't get that anywhere else.
That's the biggest thing. That's what you're paying for is the convenience of, popping that on. And I use that goddamn Shazam app all the time where you just hit it. I'm driving home. I'll hear a song on the radio and go, holy shit, I like this song. I have no idea who does it.
Mm-hmm.
You hit that Shazam app, hold the phone up to the radio. It tells you what it is. Would you like to download this?
Yep.
Yes. Wham, you download it.
And there you go.
And, you're paying. You're
You're
think,
paying for a
it's
song you
99
would have
cents.
never paid for.
99 cents.
Right.
What the fuck, But you do that, like, you look at your catalog of songs you have and you realize how many 99 cents you paid.
You're like, fuck, I did this 50 times in the last month?
It's like 50 a month, or,
What the fuck?
I spent like, $1,500 on music.
Yeah. This guy's saying he's making a killing selling Michael Jackson CDs. I'm telling you, we said this early on that, a dead Michael Jackson is worth way more than a live one.
Yeah, at this point.
Jeremy in
For
Cleveland.
other people.
Hello, boys.
Hey.
Hey, man.
I have made an absolute killing selling these CDs down in the ghetto in Cleveland. I moved about 200 copies of Off the Wall, probably 100 of Thriller, 300 of Bad.
How are you getting them? What are you burning them or something?
Yeah, I got like 4 computers just running simultaneously, burning all these CDs.
You thief. You fucking pirate.
It's called being an entrepreneur, man.
It's called being a pirate. You're a pirate.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
Come on.
there you go.
I like this guy.
Hey,
You're a go-getter.
tomato, man. It's still making money.
Yeah, people are just eating up this Michael Jackson stuff. All of us. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
I get mad when CNN starts doing regular news. I'm like, fuck that shit. What's the latest going on with this Michael Jackson thing?
What you doing?
What's you doing? I
I
guess,
probably made about $1,200 this weekend alone just moving these discs.
hey, whatever it takes, man. You got bills to pay, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, shoot, I already paid my bills. This is just play money.
How's the Ed McMahon merchandise moving?
What Ed McMahon merchandise?
Little slow, little slower.
Farrah
Fawcett, anything?
I guess you could sell some Charlie Angels.
Charlie's Angels posters, maybe.
Yeah, how well is the Ed McMahon clips, the audio clips, selling above 110th Street?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Cleveland, I'm sorry.
I love that hi-oh shit.
Hi-oh.
Hi-oh.
Hi-ho.
Yeah.
I got a
And then
ringtone.
Johnny said that motherfucker drink too much.
Nice. All right, Jeremy, good for you.
Guys.
What is the latest on Michael Jackson? I saw they were delivering a lot of cement to the Neverland Ranch.
Really?
And that can only mean one thing.
Why?
Yeah, they want to bury him there and make it very hard for anyone to just get the body out.
Wow.
They said the amount of cement was ridiculous that was being delivered to Neverland Ranch.
They're going to encase him in concrete?
But not, well, a mausoleum.
Ah.
But now they're saying that he's not allowed to be buried there.
Is that what they're saying? Because I didn't hear anything about him. I heard about the people, that they don't want to have like a ceremony for him there.
Right.
With a bunch of people. Because remember, they were going to all go out there and big pilgrimage, and
oh, yeah,
it's going to be great.
We had fun with that yesterday.
Of course. But now they're saying, no, they were going to probably do something at the Staples Center.
Holy shit.
Where he was rehearsing. Yeah. Michael Jackson
Holy shit.
is going to sell out an arena.
Well, you know what? I'm not even thinking that. I mean, let's think L.A. Lakers just won the NBA title.
Uh-huh.
And the celebration was Michael Jackson at the Staples Center, sold out death show.
Yeah.
That's going to get crazy.
I don't think a Michael Jackson, crowd is that crazy, though. I don't think they're that, crazy.
It's going to get crazy.
A lot of guys you see that are into Michael Jackson seem to be gay. You see a lot of women out there, and they're crying and shit. Michael, I love that Michael.
You don't think any hardcore gangsters are going to the Michael Jackson funeral?
You see a lot of guys that go, well, I was watching him dance many years ago, and I think Michael was fantastic, fabulous. That's like...
Did you ever watch Michael Jackson dance? We all went, wow, that moonwalk thing is fucked up. Let me try that.
All fucking...
And that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
You tried it?
We all tried it. You never tried the moonwalk.
Well, maybe.
Of course you did. I don't think there's a human alive that didn't try that fucking thing. All right, so is it like this? You show your friends and they're like, ugh.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that at all.
Has there been a spike in Mighty Putty sales?
Oh, very good question.
Are they selling bootleg Mighty Putty?
Dan?
I'll do some research.
You're going to do some research?
Do some research.
So I think a funeral at the Staples Center is going to be completely out of hand.
Yeah?
Yeah, because not everyone's going to get in. People are going to travel from all over the country for this thing. It's next Tuesday, I believe.
It amazes me.
It's going to be out of hand. There's going to be a lot of people just wandering around because they can't get in there. It's going to cause problems.
Yeah.
I still hold to my prediction that a few people die at the Michael Jackson funeral.
Wow, you think?
Still, even though it's a little more controlled because they're having it at the Staples Center.
I don't know, man. It might be, don't forget, it might just be a sad event that people just walk away from kind of reflecting.
No, it's
I was saying earlier, there has not been any show of grief at anything that's gone on concerning Michael Jackson. They've been these celebrations, dancing, and all the news is covering it like, oh, he's so fantastic, wasn't he? Watch it, look at him dance. This is just great. There's been no somber moments with him being dead.
No.
Everyone's loving it.
Oh, they're all
it's
lying.
Party time.
Yeah, kids are running around with their little heinies showing. No one's afraid anymore.
Yeah.
Little rumps all over. There's hats with little rumps on them.
Dude, the playgrounds are packed.
Yeah. We can play again.
Yeah, the children have come out to play. And everyone's lining up for their taste of the Michael Jackson fortune. So they don't.
Yeah.
The families don't care. The friends don't care. Friends are covering their tracks. Because, everyone's sniffing around going, what the fuck killed this guy?
Yeah.
And who are we going to arrest? Supposedly needle marks all over his body, dozens of them.
The feds are in it now, in the investigation.
Oh, yeah.
The feds.
Well, because did you hear the drug he was on? What the fuck is, it's a drug they use to put you under?
Yes.
And they say, go to TMZ. They say it's extremely dangerous.
What is it?
Extremely.
Is it like an anesthesia?
Yes.
Kind of like for surgery?
And they're saying that
it's a general anesthesia?
Oh, wow.
They're starting to say he might have been using this kind of on a regular basis.
Wow.
It's the type of shit they give you to knock you the fuck out so you don't remember what they're doing to your body.
He had
What the hell is it called?
I'll find it.
It is extremely.
Right? I can't remember.
Yeah, there's probably an ethyl in there somewhere.
Take an Ambien, you retard.
It's extremely.
Propofol.
Yeah, this drug is extremely dangerous. They're scared to use it in doctors' offices.
I think that's the stuff that doesn't make you vomit. I'm almost positive that's what I had for my sinus surgery.
Absolutely, you did.
Because there's two kinds. There's one that you're really going to throw up, and they say that cuts down on nausea. I could be wrong. I remember taking that.
They say, man, when they're administering this drug, they're almost scared to put it in you. They have to make sure they don't fuck up. And supposedly, he was being injected with this stuff at his house. At his house.
Amazing.
To get a nice little fucking, sleep, I guess.
Yeah, because he said he couldn't sleep. He was insomniac.
What are the facts on that, Dan? You got it in front of you.
Well, it says here that medical experts tell TMZ that there is absolutely no medical justification for Jackson to have had this drug in his home. It is used to knock people out before surgery, and it's administered through an IV.
Wow.
We're told Jackson wanted the drug to sleep and that he had cravings for anesthesia. Whenever he had even the most minor medical procedure, he had the doctor put him under. Holy shit.
Okay, I'm going to give you this drug now. Count the ages of the children you love. 10, 9, 8.
No, because he would go 10, 3, 2, I'm still awake. And then go, that's the wrong way to phrase that.
Yeah, I've run out of numbers.
Count up. When are they too old? 7, 8. I love numbers jokes.
Of course, who doesn't?
Give me those ribs, you.
We got an anesthesiologist on the phone.
Ooh.
Psycho Bob, that's what you do for a living?
Yeah, that's what I do.
What the fuck? You call us all the time. I had no idea.
Yep.
I don't know if I want a Psycho Bob there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Administering
Do you tell
anesthesia.
Anthony, I'd love to put you under.
All right. Ooh, sounds sexy.
Do you tell them, hey, I'm Psycho Bob, right as you put the thing over their face?
Oh, God.
Good night. Yes, exactly. I'm the angel of death. What a great joke that'd be.
Horrible would that be?
Yeah, as you once you push the thing in the IV, you should stroke their cheek with the back of your hand and go, you're never going to wake up.
Holy shit.
Oh, is that horrible?
Fuck that. I never want to be
Great joke.
put under. Never.
You never been under?
Joke.
Fuck no.
Oh, dude.
Hell fucking
It's
no.
the most bizarre thing. Bob started, but my last time I got my sinus surgery, I'm laying there, and it's very cold in an operating room. And I walk in, I'm happy because I'm getting my surgery, so I'm laying there, and they're like, you're in a good mood. I'm like, well, I'm getting this, and the IV is in. So what they do is they inject the IV with the drug. And my doctor walks in and he's whistling, and he said something, and I'm like, well, and I woke up in the recovery room. And that was the end of it.
It's like going to a Voss gig.
And you have no concept of time going by?
None. I woke up,
Yeah.
and you feel a little queasy. I puked a little, but it's not a horrible puke. It's a very quick puke, and you're done.
Well,
I was all ready to chat. I was like, goodbye. You're completely powerless over it.
God
And,
damn.
and this is what Michael Jackson was doing in his home. Oh, my God.
Bob, is propofol, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's got two names, Diprovan and Propofol. And it's what pentothal used to be.
Oh,
Okay?
sodium pentothal.
It's a very short-acting medication. Like, once you give it, it works in about 10, 15 seconds. Jesus. But it also wears off very quickly. And you're out, all right? But you've got to give it continuously if you want to stay asleep for a long time. So if he wants to be asleep for hours, somebody's got to be giving it to him for hours.
How long does it work? I'm sure, though, if you take it, right, if you just take a little shot to get high, I'm sure that the feeling fucked up, you can't get operated on for long, but you probably still feel a little messed up for a while, right?
It's actually a pretty clean drug in that it wears off very quickly.
How long?
And I don't think you get high. It just kind of knocks you out. It doesn't make you high at all. It just knocks you out.
Is this going to last forever?
How long does it last, Bob? Go.
Minutes.
Really?
Go.
So, what do you need? A constant drip?
Yeah, you need to make it last for a long time. You need a continuous infusion. You got to be getting it continuously.
Yeah, but
Damn,
if you
yo.
get an injection, you're out for a couple hours, though, right? Because Jimmy was out for a couple
minutes.
No, they must have had the guy monitoring a drip.
Yeah.
It must have been a drip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it lasts only a couple minutes, and then it's worn off.
What the fuck?
I should have went with the other one. I was so. Is this the one that cuts down on sickness a little bit?
It does help prevent nausea, but what happens is you use it as part of a cocktail. It's only one part of it, because probably, Jimmy, you got medication for pain relief and also something that lasts a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You just don't use just that.
So Michael Jackson had this in his home. What's the scenario? I mean, walk us through this.
It's not something that you would want to use at home. I mean, you really have to have a patient who's monitored very closely, because the major side effect is that it stops you, not only knocks you out, but it also depresses your respirations, so you stop breathing.
And breathing's overrated.
But this guy...
No, you need to breathe, dude.
Oh, literal Jim.
But everyone's saying...
Seen you in a while.
Everyone is saying that this just should not have been in his home.
Yeah, wow.
It's a drug that you have to have a patient monitored.
Hence the DEA looking into...
how they're breathing, their oxygen in their blood, their cardiogram, their blood pressure. That's all should be monitored when you're giving the medication.
Yeah, I don't think that was going
I think when this autopsy report comes out, and I don't think the L.A. coroner's office could hide any of these facts, because they've been in trouble over the years. I think it's just going to be amazing.
Yeah.
When that thing is read, what the fuck was going on with this guy and how he died.
The other thing is that it does have to be given intravenously. So, I mean, it's not something you can give as a shot, like in a muscle, or take it as a pill. It is an intravenous medication.
Yeah.
Another shocker from the autopsy was the fact that Michael Jackson had what they described as just patches of peach fuzz on his head.
Oof.
He was just
So that's
bald.
real now?
He was bald, yeah.
Because we talked about it on the show, but then they were saying that maybe that wasn't true.
No, that's what they were saying.
Is that a wig he wore?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. You saw that hair. It was,
right.
the same hair for years.
Right.
That straight friggin', I call it the Cornelius.
Well, maybe he got hair plugs
what
like
it
you
looks
did.
like. No, I don't think you can, unless you're getting separate donors. He's inviting people in, killing them, and taking their donor hair.
But his brothers, they all have their hair, so, they're saying...
No, a couple of his other brothers were...
kind of bald?
Kind of baldish.
Oh, okay. But they said he might have lost a lot of hair from stress and and all the other shit he was into.
Or maybe, the wig glue.
Right.
He was ripping it out of his head.
Well, Psycho Bob, thank you so much.
Okay, good talking to you, boys.
All right,
on,
PB.
man. A little knowledge from Psycho
PB.
Bob today. Who knew? Striker.
SP, stupid. Psycho Bob.
Psycho's with a P.
Oh, literal.
I show up twice in a row.
Jeez. Hello.
Striker.
Striker.
What's up, Striker?
Yeah, every day since Jackson has died, my wife has either watched or DVR'd some fucking Michael Jackson program on TV.
God.
She has broken out all of her Michael Jackson cassettes and CDs that were like collecting dust in a drawer, and they're all in her car. She's been listening to them every day.
Poor bastard.
The XM unit in her car is set to the apparently all Michael Jackson, all Kid Toucher channel.
Yeah, there's a tribute channel that's running. I don't know what number, and I'm not giving them a plug. You'll find it if you really care.
I'm not either. And
Yeah.
I am to the point now of where I told her that I want one peaceful day of no Michael Jackson, or I may die.
Oh, you're in hell, Striker.
Oh, let me tell you, I never liked Michael Jackson. I couldn't stand his music, couldn't stand him, and I'm just in hell. It's ridiculous. I'm starting to feel like a Kid Toucher.
His music, take it or leave it. Every once in a while, I'm like, cool Michael Jackson song is on the radio or whatever. Yeah. But as far as a freak show goes, man, I followed all that over the years. The guy was a lunatic. You forget about the Elephant Man's body and all
That's
the other...
what started his lunatic
and all the
perception.
other shit he did. The fucking sleep chamber he had... the fucking chimp. They showed the chimp on TV today, Bubbles or whatever.
Bubbles.
Bubbles is an old, angry chimp that's ready to rip someone's fucking face off.
And nuts and feet and everything
sure.
else. That Bubbles looks exactly like the chimp that ripped people apart.
Yeah. He looks like he wants that at somebody.
And they show the old Bubbles footage where it's just little Bubbles in a little engineer outfit.
Yeah, tiny, cute little fucking chimp.
Like he's going to drive a little chimp train.
Right.
And there he is.
But instead, you're all waiting at the station, and he's throwing shit through a fucking... and you're like, oh, yeah, he is just a chimp.
You're looking, tapping your watch, all angry, and he's just throwing shit and masturbating.
I see the train and the conductor's right there reaching into his diapers. I'm going to be late again, Bill. We have to take another train.
Why do they insist on making these monkeys the engineers?
I don't understand it. God damn, they look cute in the outfits, but can't they be porters or do something that's not important?
Nice. By the way, Stryker hung up. I wanted to tell him that he sounds a bit like Bill Hicks. I never noticed that before.
Little bit.
Love the Bill Hicks. Let's go to Dan in Kansas. Dan.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, my mom just had bypass surgery, and she was out for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 days on that fucking Deprivan.
7 or 8 days?
With morphine.
Yeah, they probably wanted to keep her under,
Morphine. That sounds like an induced coma.
I can't.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Only they call it a medical state of paralysis.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. They do that from time to time.
That's like what our executive producer has.
How weird would it?
I get it. I'm gay.
No, that was a do-nothing joke.
Oh.
Yeah. There's 2 ways you can go with Steve. The do nothing and the gay.
Yes, there's 2 ways. Men and boys. Oh, there's the gay.
Yes, now I'm gay. I get it.
Everyone's saying, a few people saying that Michael Jackson lost his hair after the Pepsi commercial. No,
I think it grew back, right?
I think most of that shit grew back. I'm on fire. James, Virginia.
Hey, my little 2-year-old boy's been walking around all week going, hee. And I asked my wife, I was like, where's he getting that from? And she said, from the TV.
See that? He got it from the TV.
TV. Yep.
All right. Thank you, James.
You mean they ate each other up?
So no public viewing at Neverland. Funeral at the Staples Center Tuesday.
Probably. That's the public one.
The DEA's involved.
Yeah, DEA's involved looking into who gave him these drugs, where he got them, the prescriptions, the doctors that administered them, all that shit. The feds don't have to adhere to that doctor-patient privilege. So if there's some shenanigans going on, they'll find out.
So they found out something already with this autopsy.
Oh, yeah, they had.
Oh, that means this one's going to be a doozy.
All the needle marks and everything that were in him. There was something going on that was amiss.
Stupid me. I had no clue that Michael Jackson could be a drug addict. No clue.
Really?
I thought he was just a completely bizarre dude.
Yeah.
Maybe a Xanax every once in a while or something.
Addicted to the dick. To the youngsters.
Who knows?
Perhaps.
Who knows?
There he is.
Yeah.
Skin popping, as they call it.
Let me say hi to Chris in New York. Chris.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey, Chris.
Hey there, Chris.
Jimmy, what's up?
I've been better, Chris. I've been worse. Kind of in the middle, I slept poorly. How are you? My eyes are a little... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Hey, last week I had heart surgery, ablation surgery, and they gave me this medicine that puts you into a twilight. It's not exactly a deep sleep, but they said that it could wake you up. And 3 times during the operation, I woke up.
Into a twilight.
They give you a little extra to put you back to sleep.
You woke up during heart surgery?
Yeah.
Holy.
I wanted to see what was going on, and all of a sudden
you don't.
Came across this unbelievable pain, and they put you back out again.
What kind of heart surgery?
It's called ablation surgery. It's to fix an electrical abnormality in the heart, and they go up through the they use catheters.
Right.
But you don't want to wake up.
You feel better?
Yeah, much better. Actually, I'm back to work already. It's amazing.
But last week, heart surgery. This week, back to work.
Amazing.
It's incredible.
Tell your boss to go fuck himself. Hey, boss, I need a little more than a week off. They just did something to my heart.
Yeah, you gotta pay the bill.
These stupid broads have a baby. They're out 3 months. Poor Chris had heart surgery. He's back to work the next week. How about heart leave?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, man. I'm glad.
All right, punch it out, guys.
Glad you're feeling good.
Right there, my friend.
Have a good weekend.
All right.
Later, man.
Yeah, they're saying Jackson can't be buried at Neverland because it's illegal, but they're also saying that...
What's it illegal?
They're saying it's not illegal if he's cremated, though.
Right. You can't just put a dead body there, I guess. But if they cremate him, make a big mausoleum...
They don't want a Graceland in that area.
No?
Oh, the locals would be out of their minds.
Are there locals?
Well, they're all ranches, so they're they're
Oh, right.
It's locals, but they're well-to-do and they're spread apart pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Imagine they throw some kind of Graceland in there.
Oh, it's just a big winding road of backed up traffic.
Watch your property value just go.
Trash just coming there to
Just drop
pay
it.
their respects.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take our first break.
Break time.
We played this yesterday. It did well, so we'll do it again. Backstage with O&A. Bobo is gay. Is Bobo coming in today?
Yeah.
I hear he has a new bit.
Yeah, and he's bringing food, too.
From what?
Who's eating that?
Nobody.
Who's eating Bobo's food? Let's be real here.
I hear that he is here.
1 second.
Actually.
Should we get him in?
No.
You don't like Bobo?
I like Bobo, but he just talks over everybody. He's a
I
nice
know.
dude, but
Yeah, you can't even talk when he's in the room.
what's his deli called? Dumpsters? It's probably just some place he goes and it's very good. I'm always first online. I just lift the lid. It's not a deli, Bobo.
I just like the new thing we've picked up on.
Bobo. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's been teasing his new bit on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what it is. Has he said what it is? He said it's better than the Bruce Springsteen
I know what it is.
Jersey bit. You know?
I think it was his latest tweet. He kind of gave it away. I don't think he wrote me personally. I think he wrote this to everybody. He's Mr. Met 8, the number 8 on Twitter. What does it say,
It sounds
Danny?
like his new bit is a ripoff.
Yeah, well, because he's pissed off because Kenny took his bit.
Well, the first statement that he makes is that he's not gay.
Right.
And then he says, one of my new bits is me showing how any slub,
Not a schlub.
No,
a
a slub.
slub.
A slub.
can DJ a music station. If Kenny can do it, so can Bobo.
Oh, a little
Now he's talking
competition.
about himself in the third person too, which is really
wonderful.
healthy.
That's a sure sign of mental stability. When you stand in the mirror and refer to yourself in the third person.
So can Bobo.
Well, you're nude below the waist. Bobo knows what... All right, we got it, Bobo. It's you.
Hey, wow, this is a great rumor. Ted in Connecticut. Ted.
What's going on, boys? How are you this morning?
Pretty good.
I've been better. How are you?
Oh, Ted speaking to
Pretty
Ted.
good. Happy birthday, Jimmy. I'm going to go see you at the end of the month in Middletown.
Ooh.
Oh, good. Thanks, man.
Here's the deal.
Unless I have to move that because I got cast in a small film. Go ahead.
Well, back in the day, they used to castrate 13, 14, 15-year-old boys right as they were to get into puberty to keep their high falsetto voice. And there's a rumor going around on the internet, some of the websites I go to, that Michael Jackson's father did this to him, and that's why he can't have kids. That's why he never fully matured. That's why his voice stayed high. And you know what? It makes a lot of sense. I don't know if it's true, but it makes some sense.
It sort of makes sense, and I'll tell you why. Because when you see those other Jackson boys, every once in a while they pop up, they are men. They are black men with voices and fucking, you know what I mean?
How?
And then you got Michael Jackson sounding like Janet Jackson
There's a
and Diana
rumor
Ross.
that his father had his nuts ripped off?
Yeah. My wife was going through the same shit the other caller with this Michael Jackson obsession, and I just had to go on the internet and do some research, and I'm like, you know what? The only thing that makes sense that this guy got his nuts chopped off.
Would that come out in the autopsy report? Because don't they
Probably
just
not.
study the whole body?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
but would they say something like that?
Yeah, they would go testicles not present.
What? Sorry, can you say that again?
What, sir?
If it's not
I think what has to happen is I'm sure that it was would probably happen.
Oh, interrupting Jim.
It would have come out already because there's always been these medical tests. Remember there was photos taken when the kid said that he could identify Michael's penis. That would have come out.
photographed my penis, my testicles.
So what is that what you heard? Because I remember years ago when they had to take pictures of the.
No, not again. Jesus.
Godlike Productions. I'm punching out, boys. Have fun.
All right, my friend. Well, it would make sense because the one thing I don't understand, if you want to be a father, why wouldn't he, pass on his fucking sperm?
You know what?
If you're going to be a father, wouldn't that be your first choice every time, obviously?
Again.
Unless you had some kind of issue.
He had an issue with his race. The guy turned his back on his race. He did not want to be a black man. He did not want children that would then have his genes and a part of his African heritage. So he got two white people to make babies, and they handed over to him. Who else can do this in the world?
This goes
amazing
against
what he's done.
This goes against what Reverend Al is saying, and you
Oh,
can't say
I know.
This is crazy.
Wow. Shit on me.
This is another rumor. The rumors are just flying. I'm so glad that we're a show that will talk about the rumors.
Oh, of course we are.
Have you watched CNN?
Yeah.
They say a lot. They're like, well, we're not going to speculate or go with all the rumors that are out there. We're just going to go with the facts.
Just the facts.
Well, here on the Opie and Anthony show, we go with the rumors big time.
Yeah.
Xavier, Mexico, what's up? Hey,
It's not a rumor. This is a fact, sir.
Yes.
He did not get his nuts cut off by his dad. He got into a fight with his brothers, and we all know how they tend to rip each other's testicles off to show.
Oh, now, sir.
Wait.
That is completely unnecessary.
Oh, no.
Rumors are fine, but we won't have that type of statements made on this program, sir.
All right,
sir.
thank you.
Apologize.
Yes, yeah. Well, not accepted.
We
My
will be dealing with all the rumors today.
My goodness.
Could start a nice one through Twitter if you want. I got a doozy.
Oh, yeah?
I got a doozy that would.
How about we don't go with the rumor thing?
I got a doozy.
It's not about the demise of anybody, is it?
No, I mean, if my rumor ends with a question mark, I think I'm safe.
Oh, now you're banking on a punctuation.
Yes.
You're banking all of our livelihoods on a punctuation mark.
I think a period would get us fired.
Uh-huh.
Question mark saves us.
What about exclamation point? Totally fired.
Exclamation point, question mark. You're putting it out there as,
hey, this happened.
uh-huh,
So this happened?
uh-huh. You want me to write down what I want to
Instead of this happened or
right.
this happened.
Did this happen?
Let me write down my Michael Jackson rumor that I want to start on Twitter.
All right. Write that down.
See, I'm being responsible instead of doing it.
Let me get the giant yellow fucking fan that was made out of a ruler and construction paper the other day. Look at this fucking thing.
It means slow down, and it also warns alien spacecraft of their approach.
You can wave them off.
All right, this is what I want to start.
Uh-huh.
Do you want a question mark or a period?
Well, obviously a question mark.
Okay, all right. This is what I want to start. And all I want to say is I'll start on my Twitter. You go to Twitter.
No.
You go to my Twitter.
Oh, no.
And then you retweet it, and it's all over the world within, I would say, 2 hours.
Holy shit.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm obviously not going to say a word about that, but...
Oh, my God.
Fucking...
Unbelievable. All right.
Unbelievable is right.
Ready?
Oh, God. That's...
But it has a question mark.
It does have a question mark.
It's like a question mark, like you're asking the question.
Yeah.
You kind of like it, don't you?
I do kind of like it. It is kind of good with a question mark.
Does the question mark save us?
I think so. It's asking.
Really?
Yeah. Twitter anything in this day and age with a question mark.
Are you trying to get me fired?
No. Not at all.
Should I do this?
No way. No way.
I wouldn't.
No way.
No way.
No way, no how.
No how.
Michael Jackson from a few years ago had this to say.
And this is actually the tomb you're talking about, the tomb that you bought. Ah, this must
Isn't
be
it gorgeous?
Let's have a look. Let's go in and have a look. Is this it?
That's it.
Wow.
Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the face. Come on, that's beautiful.
This is the actual coffin.
Yeah.
A replica of the
sarcophagus.
anthropod coffin of Tutankhamun.
Yeah, in like
so you've
gold. This one's gold.
And you bought it.
Yeah.
Why have you bought it?
Because I love it. Look at the art. It's phenomenal. It's a work of art.
Phenomenal.
Would you like to be buried in something like this?
No, I don't. I wouldn't. I don't ever want to be buried.
Really?
No.
Well, what would you like to happen to you?
I would like to live forever.
Well,
well,
I guess your music will live forever.
That didn't work out, did it?
There you go. Him talking about a tomb that he wanted to buy. I don't know if he ever officially bought that thing.
Purchased his tomb.
All right. We'll continue. We go backstage with O&A. Bobo is gay. Question mark.
Question mark. That'll save you.
Checking out the Opie and Anthony show. What do we got? I remember Michelle. Michelle's going to be calling the show in about an hour. She's a handwriting
right.
analyst.
Yeah, I remember that.
You might be saying to yourself, what the fuck, guys? But we had a good time with her last time she called.
We certainly did.
And she's got Michael Jackson handwriting samples. And she's going to tell us a thing or two about Michael.
Not a thing or two. That's what we want to know.
By looking at his handwriting. Yeah, we already told you Carl Malden died.
Dead.
He's dead.
But he was an old codger.
Yeah.
96 or something.
Lindsay Lohan's only 23? Wow, does she look beat up already?
Is she?
She's only 23? 23 today.
She peaked at like 18.
No kidding.
When she had her 18th birthday.
She's skanky.
Yeah, she's gone through too many weight changes. Fucked her elasticity up. Really did.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah. You can't stretch and unstretch that shit too much.
We're distracted. Because we get tomorrow off.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's like we're like
Ant and I
kids in school.
Ant and I were discussing this during the break, that we have to trick ourselves. Because we always suck the day before we get a long weekend or the day before vacation.
And the week after.
And we're so distracted.
Yeah.
We're just kind of watching the clock right now. Don't worry. I mean, in the end, you go, wow, another fine show by you guys.
Well, that's it. We don't mean suck like that. We mean our work ethic sucks.
But we're distracted, so we want to trick ourselves from now on and, like, all of a sudden, you know, say we're taking Friday off, but then surprise ourselves and go, well, let's take Thursday off, too, knowing that Wednesday would be a stellar show.
So then Wednesday will suck.
No, but that's how we have to trick ourselves. It has to be a last-minute thing or something. It's been like this for years with us.
Yeah.
The day before, like a long weekend or a vacation, we're just like, we just want to go. We just want to go recharge the old batteries.
Yeah.
What are you doing for the 4th? Anything?
I have no official plans.
But that's nice, right?
I think, though, my family wants to invade.
The compound?
Yeah, the Kumia compound.
For the weekend?
Yeah. I think the invasion's on.
As in, like, sleepovers and stuff?
Well, whatever. You know, they want to come over. The weekend's supposed to be nice enough for the pool and things like that. The other day, I come home. I'm shot usually, you know. So I sit down on the patio chairs out back by the table.
You fell asleep again?
And I fell asleep pretty much hunched over in the chair with my head on the outdoor table on top of my shirt that I had taken off because it was a nice day. And I'm laying like that. And every so often I'm waking up and I'm looking, and I just see Keith and his family in my pool. And they put things in there like the little seats with the drink holders and like the little mat that you float around on. And I'm like twisted in a pretzel asleep, just looking, going, holy shit, I'm fucking exhausted. And he's just tearing it up, having fun.
Just taking control of the backyard.
Yeah, having a little fun in the old pool.
Sleeping that way is so comfortable. I don't know why we don't sleep like that.
Sitting up
regularly.
like the Elephant Man. That's how I was sleeping.
But sitting up and then putting your
big-headed retard,
putting your head
kid
in your arms like that is so freaking comfortable. That's how I sleep on planes.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Or on trains.
I woke up and I was just like, Jesus Christ. Then I think I went inside to the couch, sat down, and fell asleep there. I just walk around my house and fall. I'm like a narcoleptic.
I sleep so much. I'm convinced that's why I've been putting some pounds on, because I just don't burn it. Like my metabolism is just it's slow half the day. Dude, I got home yesterday. It was like 3 o'clock. I made it an hour until 4, and then I slept until this morning.
Really?
12 hours of sleep. Awesome.
I see. That is great when you can do that. I was going to take a long nap yesterday. I go downstairs and I'm screwing around with some stuff down in the compound studios, and I wake up. All of a sudden I'm waking up and I'm laying on my keyboard. I was doing shit and I just nodded out, and then I got a phone call that my finance guy, mine and Opie's finance guy.
Let's talk about this ghoul.
Is coming over, because I forgot I had made an appointment to have him come over and go over, some financial stuff. I haven't seen him in a while. Actually, haven't seen him since the house was completely empty. I had a beanbag chair and an Xbox and a big screen TV in what is now the dining room.
And an ugly yard.
Yeah,
an ugly, muddy yard.
It was just mud in my yard.
Now it's like a palace.
Yeah,
it's
now
beautiful.
it's, and he was always goofing on me, the fact that I didn't have anything. I had one couch in that room to the left of the doorway where he would come in, we would sit there, and he would go over the finances.
Right.
So,
what was his opening line? I think we've brought him to the show a few times. This guy is a ghoul. He does right by us, but he loves to talk about what could happen. He
loves talking
what
about
has happened.
Morbid things.
He loves his opening line is about some horrific thing that is happening in his life.
I'm not a fan of the morbid talk.
And then he segs into what could possibly happen to
you and
me.
I mean, I understand financial planning and the need to have a sound financial plan in case, the unwanted happens, that you leave this mortal coil,
that
as
happens
they call
to everyone eventually.
Yeah.
But before we get the update, I saw him, recently.
Yeah.
And, he sits down with me and my girl, who was, my wife, and then describes a horrific car crash scenario.
Ah. Yeah.
Hence why I need to take care of certain things. And my girl is sitting there horrified. Not only because she doesn't want to hear about how I could possibly die.
Right.
But she also knows that's how my dad died.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that.
Thanks, ghoul.
You don't want to hear
How about you keep it vague?
Yeah,
I get it. You need a will, and you need this, and you need that, and life insurance. I get it. You don't have to go into, detailed scenarios in front of the girl.
I know. It's ghoulish.
Did he give you one of those yesterday?
Well, let's see. He sat down. I believe he opened up with a digestive problem and an appendectomy.
That's a good opener.
Yeah, it was a good opener. It was strong. He opened strong. And I believe he closed with either a stroke or a brain tumor. I'm not sure what the actual closer was.
Hey, that's a good encore.
But it was killer.
I'd go to that concert every time.
Literally killer the whole way.
Right.
So I give him the tour of the house because, like I said, he hadn't been there since it was completely empty. And I had been there a long time with that house fucking completely empty.
Yeah.
So he was very impressed and everything. He's walking around and, this is great. This is so nice. I like what you did here, this. And I'm explaining that Keith's wife, Ange, really took care of things. And then he takes that happy moment where I am looking around going, this is nice. That's a nice accomplishment to be able to do these things. So, when you die, do you know where this is going? The government can take the whole thing. You have to do the... I'll paint a scenario. You get pancreatic cancer. Not much time.
That's a killer, You don't survive that one.
You then have to make sure that your estate is well taken care of. Boo! What? What did you just turn into? He knocks on the door. I have to open it up. Can you please invite me in? I cannot just step over the threshold. Boo. What would happen if you had an embolism? I don't want to think like this.
But you have to think about things like this.
But it could happen. Yeah. And if your estate is not planned out, the government will take it. Like I take your blood. Blood! Ah! Ah!
I feel like I'm watching Keith Olbermann with this dumb music. Fuck you, Keith Olbermann. I hate you.
It's ghoulishly horrible.
And does that government angle work with you? I'm like, so? Then the government takes. Where am I?
I don't want them taking my shit. You know something, though? I don't care. I don't want them taking my shit. So, Nosferatu. So I figure, you write up something. You get that out of the way. Any insurance policies I have, change the beneficiaries to people that I give a flying fuck about instead of, I should have taken care of that, I think, maybe a while ago. But then, I like when he talks about the market, the government, and what they're doing as far as certain tax laws go and stuff like that. Like, that's why he's there.
He's a smart guy.
I like it. Yeah, he knows his shit about,
he's just a ghoul.
About finances. So when he starts talking about that, I'm like, oh, cool. All right, we're off on this. And then, oh, yeah, because this and this and the government and this and this. He goes, well, let me tell you what happened to a friend of mine that I knew many years ago. I'm like, oh, here it comes. I was like, now it's a segue into fucking what? What happened? His asshole fell out and I don't know. I was like, it's just goofy.
Oh, God.
He's so morbid.
And I blow him off time and time again. And finally,
you do.
I can't blow him off anymore.
Yeah, it's because you reach a point where you
finally have to take.
It's like he's got to come over. We got to
right.
I got to update some of this financial shit, but it's just going to be hours of ghoulishness.
You think he likes death?
He loves it.
He loves it. Is right. He loves it.
And the more grotesque and odd the demise, the better.
Yeah. I'm trying not to get too personal with the guy because the stories he's told me, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. Well,
I think we covered it, but there were a few other stories in there, just horrific things that happened to him.
I know.
People he knows.
That's what it is. That's why I don't want to get personal either.
Yeah,
but
I'm trying to keep it vague.
Damn, it's just
he always
tragedy.
He always has something going on.
Tragic story going on. It's like, all right, I need a little more money taken out of cash and put into some equities, I guess. Could you?
All right.
Help me out here.
Moving on. Remember we tried to do a bit called Best Man Speeches?
Wow. You know something? For years we were trying to do that.
Bad Best Man Speeches?
Yeah.
We thought this would be a great radio bit, and we never were able to accomplish it. We tried to get people to send in some good bad Best Man Speeches. Well, what website gets the credit today there, Dan?
Gorilla Mask.
Yeah, right on. Gorilla Mask. It's a good website. And they got a bunch of bad Best Man Speeches on their site. I'm like, that's good. This is something we wanted to do.
No muss, no fuss.
So we got Nervous Guy. We start with Nervous Guy.
Oh, douche chill?
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dave.
Oh my God!
He said, "Don't do me, know me."
You can already hear how his mouth he's got dry, pasty dry mouth. Dave.
Oh, yeah. No. He's been fucking getting butterflies and projectile diarrhea.
Dude.
Thinking about this moment.
Both out of his mouth.
Have you ever done a Best Man speech?
Yeah, plenty.
I've done, I think, 3 or 4. And it's the cruelest thing to do to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, soon as, someone close to you is getting married and they go, hey, Anthony, would you like to be my best man? All of a sudden, from that day until the speech, you're a fucking nervous wreck because it goes through your brain the entire time.
I wing it.
Which
I don't think
smart.
I've ever written anything down for Best Man speech, and I've given a few of them. I wing it because I don't want to fucking be a slave to the paper.
Yeah, but that's...
I'm going to just fucking roll.
But you got
say, hey, how about that cunt you married? Huh?
Yeah.
That always gets a good laugh out of the in-laws.
You got some skills, though. Imagine the average Joe.
Oh, that's what I like seeing. I like seeing nervous guys.
They can't even enjoy themselves. But then you see, the relief on his face as soon as the speech is over.
It's over. He gets the little
goes right to the bar and slams a
holy
shot.
Holy shit, give me something strong.
Thank God.
And they can put on their risky business sunglasses and their blow-up saxophones and all get out on the floor and ugh.
There's none of that at my wedding, my friend.
Thank goodness.
I kept it classy.
Class.
And I kept everyone well-fed.
It's all class.
And a lot of drinks.
As Jimmy's pilfering candy, pushing children away from the candy table.
Did you push children out of the way at the candy table?
It was like George Costanza during the fire episode.
Was that the best moment at the wedding?
Yeah.
What about the photo booth?
It was cool.
Did you go in the photo booth?
I
Show
did.
your asshole to the camera?
No, I would love to have. No, I just ate a lot of candy.
Yeah.
And right after I took a dump without wiping my hands, I was fishing into the M&Ms. So you're welcome, everybody. That's my passive-aggressive candy moment.
These aren't peanuts.
Yeah.
What is this? One fell out.
I finally got to the candy table. There was nothing left except for the stuff that no one wanted.
Like a tornado blew through there.
licorice.
Yeah. I like licorice.
I hate that.
I like
shit.
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers, no.
Cherry.
So you're not a chocolate guy?
Yeah, not a lot.
As far as candy goes,
Every
what?
so often.
There's chocolate guy, and then what? Like tarty guy.
I do like a
Sour
good
guy.
fucking. You know what is probably one of the greatest creations ever? Those goddamn Hershey, like the crisp things, the chocolate bars
Crunch?
that have the little
Hershey's Crunch.
Yes,
Yeah, those are solid. That's an all-time favorite.
best fucking thing ever. Love those.
Dark chocolate covered almonds. It's my new
No,
sensation.
nuts don't belong in
My new
chocolate. Get them
sensation.
out. Get them out.
Because you feel like you're eating a little health.
No. See, you got to ruin it with. You just got to accept the fact that it sucks for you. It's bad, and just enjoy it that way.
What is the best candy bar of all time? I know this is a hack radio
Fucking-
bit. Is it the Nestle's Crunch?
Dude, no. You know, Crunch is great as a standard thing. I loved Kit Kats, Twix, fucking fantastic. A Marathon bar was great. Anything with a little caramel, or caramel as some people say. Not a big fan of the Three Musketeers. Snickers are pretty good.
I think the little teeny small Hershey's dark chocolate squares are delish.
Oh, those are good too.
Oh, they stink. I hate dark chocolate.
The simple Hershey's Kiss.
You don't
is
like
very
dark
good, too.
chocolate?
No, I certainly don't. It's bitter and awful.
I love dark chocolate over regular chocolate now.
Oh, no.
For
no,
real,
no.
yeah. Hey, what did they ever do an online survey? Best candy bar of all time?
Sure, there is one.
What about that
there's
Fifth
gotta be.
Avenue bar?
Who liked that?
I think
Was
there's
that
a-
in the older days?
I think there's a lot of shit going on in there, though.
Yeah?
It got all sorts of shit.
I don't like those.
No?
I don't like a lot of fucking shit going on in there unless it's caramel and cookie crisps. Like Twix are fantastic.
Kit Kat, nice.
Kit Kats, great.
Nice.
You bust them off. Do you bust off each little individual
Oh, yeah.
piece, or do you just eat the
No,
whole fucking thing?
No.
Sometimes with Twizzlers, I don't eat one like licorice whip at a time. I'll have like 3 of them together and just
Really?
so to where like red liquid is just pouring out of my mouth. Love it.
Red goodness.
Love it.
What about Reese's?
No, don't take peanut butter and stick it up your ass and let your dog
Peanut
lick
butter
it
and
out.
chocolate. What's
because
wrong with you
I,
fuckers?
I don't
Reese's
like
is
it.
great.
Peppermint
No.
patties are the bomb too.
Hell fucking no.
I'm not a fan of the
No.
peppermint
No.
tea.
I don't want any I don't like any candy that makes me feel like I just ate Lavoris.
Well, I have here the top 10 best-selling candy bars in the U.S. as of like a few years ago.
All right, let's go with 10, Dan.
So number 10, Three Musketeers.
Nah, what do you think of the Three Musketeers there, Ant?
Great movie.
That's isn't that something with what is called nougat?
Yeah, fuck
That has nougat. What is nougat?
Fuck nougat right in the shithole.
It's like a whipped kind of a thing.
It
But
sucks.
Yeah, but Snickers has nougat in it.
yeah, but it goes better with the caramel, and I don't like the nuts in the Snickers. That's why that has nuts in it, right? Yeah,
Snickers.
yeah.
Three
that's why I'm not a big
Musketeers.
fan of that. No, Three Musketeers.
Although Three
I put it in
Musketeers,
top 10.
Three Musketeers better than number 9, which Dan is about to give us.
Yeah,
That's
which-
crazy. Three
yeah,
Musketeers should have been over this.
Not a
candy
big fan
bar.
of this one either, but it's Butterfinger.
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger is pseudo peanut butter. It's this crispy version of peanut butter.
Horrible.
With chocolate over it. And I think just because the Simpsons made it famous is why it's number 9.
No, I don't like the Butterfinger.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Almond Joys.
Oh,
Almond Joy.
yeah.
Is that the one with the coconut
Yes.
and the one almond on top of it?
Going
It's
with
got
my-
one little almond.
Making me feel a little better, a little health in there.
I don't like
A
'em.
tiny little
No.
bit of health.
I take my chocolate like my Michael Jackson's. No nuts. Wah-nah.
Almond Joy, no?
Almond Joy? No.
Fuck
No,
yeah.
not Almond Joy.
Sam? Almond Joys?
I like the
Almond Joys.
Almond Joys are good.
I say almond.
Almond. Almond Joy.
It's one of the world's greatest treats of all time.
And I take the almond out and make it a Mounds bar.
Is that's the difference?
That's the only difference.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. And me, most of the time.
Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got creamy chocolate. That's true. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh, sometimes you feel like it. Sometimes you don't. Almond. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no nuts and candy bars.
All right, let's go.
No.
Number 7.
I mentioned this one already. It's the York Peppermint Patty.
God damn it, you're pissing off Jimmy again. Jimmy, the York Peppermint
fucking
Patty.
Awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
I also don't like fucking any type of candy that I could accidentally put in a parking meter. Shitty.
Where are Nico wafers in that? I don't think it made the top 10.
Is it a candy bar or is it a stick-up? It's a fucking York Peppermint Patty.
Yeah,
Yuck.
If it reminds you of mouthwash, I don't want to eat it.
You can put it in your shoe if your arches are flat.
Come on with number 6. Let's hit it.
Skip it across the pool. Piece of shit candy. You're fucking great. You can play hockey with it. I don't want any candy that I can play hockey with. Fucking horrible.
Come on with number 6.
Rolos were good.
But I don't think should be defined as a candy bar. It's more like a sucking candy.
It's not a sucking candy because it's chocolate and caramel.
Yeah, it's just not bar-like.
It's not in a bar shape, but neither then is the Reese's peanut butter cup, which is a cup and not a bar.
That is true.
Let's go with number 6.
Number 6 is Twix.
Yes.
Twix is the shit.
Yeah.
Love it.
Hold on, Ant, because Ken in South Carolina has something. Ken?
It's actually Tim.
All right.
And I really just, if you guys realize you're doing a candy bit, this is ridiculous.
I know. We were just realizing we're doing pretty much top 40 radio.
Because we're talking
bit.
about the candy table at my wedding, and we're going to do best man speeches. We'll go back a minute here.
It'll turn into, instead of candy bar, it'll be like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And someone will eat it.
Yeah, we'll have a nice, unique twist on this eventually.
Yeah, it'll be like a shit. It'll turn into I ate too much chocolate, and how does your shit look after it conversation.
Next thing you know, we're giving Sam a duty hat.
No.
Something will happen.
No, I don't want a duty hat.
I don't like duty hats.
Yes.
Yes.
I was going to go with the peanut butter Twix bar.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah.
Ew.
Damn it! Get me one!
Why ruin a Twix bar like
Fuck that! Sounds like the greatest thing ever.
You don't ruin a Twix bar like that!
They're really good, but they used to make a whole variety of Twixes. Have you ever had cookies and cream Twix?
No.
They're really good. They don't make them
sounds
anymore.
good.
But they are really good.
Yeah.
Where do you find the peanut butter Twix bar?
You can get them anywhere.
I'm going to have one of those today. Today!
All right,
pal. All right, buddy.
Let's move past our stupid candy bar bit, but we need to know. Number 5.
Number 5 is Kit Kats.
God damn it. You
Kit
nailed
Kats
that one,
are
too.
great.
Number 4 is one of my favorites because it's all about.
Although their latest ad campaign is really, really pissing me off.
What,
incredibly.
For number 4?
For number 4, which is Snickers.
What's their latest campaign?
Well, they just
They
come up.
slightly changed the name of it.
Patrick Chewing?
Yeah, that's why I don't like them.
Well, they've took it upon themselves to just start making up ridiculous words and then putting that on the actual wrappers of the Snickers instead of the name Snickers.
Yeah.
Sam just mentioned
Patrick Chewing. Chewing.
Sounds like Ewing, though.
I don't like I know it's because it's a play on
the player?
Yes, on the
cool.
basketball.
At least they're using the fucking topical guys.
At least it goes with my last joke.
Here's some. Here's some billboards. A hungerectomy.
Yeah, and it's in the Snickers logo.
I don't.
A hungerectomy is kind of like when they go into the Snickers bar and remove its reproductive organs. You just get a hollowed out, cranky bar.
Here's a substantialicious.
That's just stupid.
It sucks.
Who came up with that ad
their new
campaign?
And it's everywhere. It's on TV. It's on billboards.
That's a stupid ad campaign.
And I gotta pass by
Samantha would help Darren with.
I have to pass by this every day on my way here. Get dunked on by Patrick Chewing.
Patrick Chewing is not dunking on anyone these days.
He's the Asian version.
He's got old man eyes now. He looks exactly the same except for the old man eyes.
You're thinking of Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, but Patrick Chewing
Patrick Chewing is a Snickers bar.
He's a sensation in the candy bar world.
Peanutopoulos.
What does that mean?
Look it up. It says
it's a lot of peanuts.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this one. This one must be all over Brooklyn.
Hey,
Nougat about it.
nougat about it because of the nougat.
That's fucking horrendous.
We should rule the world.
I'll never eat a Snickers bar.
It would be so
again.
easy to rule the world.
Oh.
What's this one?
I guess this one is in Steve's part of town. I guess it's obviously a play on the ad campaign.
It doesn't look as professionally made.
Before we hit the people up with this one, remember when we said a few minutes ago that this bit would turn around nice?
Of course.
Here's the turn right here.
Here's where it makes a sharp left.
Here's where it makes sense for our show.
Here's the prestige.
The prestige.
Yeah, this one is. It just says in the Snickers-esque logo and font. It just says "Homolicious."
Homolicious. There you go. Just stick it up your butt.
Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Man, how many of these are there?
Chew some yum.
Chew some yum.
Train under master. Chew some yum.
It's delicious.
Why did they add a Y there? Take night classes at the University.
But it's just a candy bar. You can't. What?
No.
Oh.
Sam, you like that one?
Yeah, I mean, because it reminds you chew, makes you think, oh, I am kind of hungry. And the branding of the Snickers logo is still there. So it does bring the Snickers to mind and make you kind of want to go to the store.
Well, look at that one with the newspaper. Chews run the media. There's no reason for that.
Unbelievable.
Slay Dragons with Sir Snacks-a-Lot.
That one's just funny.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sir Snacks a lot.
It's a play on Lancelot.
Pat from Munaki?
You know,
guys.
Well, I figured
Making
you need
his
a little
way-
help today.
Way down the hallway.
All right, well.
Hey, Gomez.
Why is he here? I mean, it's good and all. I love when people
showing
just
up.
stop by. All right, let's get back to the candy bar bit there.
Oh, yeah.
Master Peanut.
It's like Master P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nut.
Enough with Patrick chewing.
All right, where were we? Number 6 was what?
What, you giving up on
Joke
this
for
bit?
that one.
Well,
Oh,
I don't
no.
want to do more
if
Snickers.
we have
It's
more
too
like
dangerous.
Homalicious, you know.
It's very dangerous.
Number 3, hated by, I guess, everybody in here, but I love them. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
I love them.
I said I'm in.
Reese's.
Ann was the only
Peanut
one that was
butter
out.
I thought you guys
I
said
hate
you
them.
like peanuts.
But those are not candy bars, though. Those are cups.
Yes, it's a cup.
It's like the peppermint patty. That's a patty, not
On
a
that
bar.
list, that's my favorite right there.
Whoa.
The old Reese's
Whoa.
Peanut Butter Cup. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
You
Followed
got your,
closely
remember
by
those
the Kit
commercials?
Kat.
Remember the commercials for Reese's peanut butter cups?
No.
It's like, you got your peanut butter on my vagina. You got your dog's tongue on my peanut butter.
I'll actually eat Reese's Peanut until I'm shitting ridged logs.
Yes.
They have little ridge duties in a circle.
They
Until I shit paraffin.
They do come out the same fucking way they go in. I had a rust dump today. It was nice.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, where the log just sits in the bottom of the water and the rust just starts coming off it.
Oh, the color comes
I
off.
love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What is that?
It's great.
What's that?
What's coming off of there?
What else we got?
Well, number 2 is the classic Hershey's Milk Chocolate Bar.
Fuck that.
Those are great. Your old standard there.
It's boring, though.
Snap it off. Give them to the children in France when we liberated them from Hitler.
By the way,
Chocolate?
By the way, number 1, I completely disagree with. I think that is the most overrated candy bar or whatever.
This
candy
again,
of all
not
time.
a candy bar.
Not a candy bar.
I understand that, but this candy, let's just call it a candy, is the most overrated one ever.
Will not agree.
I'll guess M&M's.
M&M's suck a dick.
I like them.
Love M&M's. You know why?
Why?
Again, giant fistfuls of M&M's shoved in my mouth.
I like M&M's, too.
I don't like them one at a time like that,
quality
though.
of the chocolate is awful.
Yeah, but it's got that candy-coated shell to
Yes.
complement it.
That helps it
Melts
out, I
in your
guess.
mouth, not in your hands.
And the world tastes good.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
I like the peanut ones myself. Call in with your favorites.
This whole show is trying things. That's all.
This one worked.
You think this one worked?
Oh, of course
Yeah.
it did. Come on.
Sure.
It's fantastic.
M&M's number 1. Who would have thought? What? M&M's?
Some morning zoo is talking about fucking shitting right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, how much cum would it take to fill this?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, we got a brand new one. of How Much.
Oh, another from the How Much series.
Yes, a brand new How Much.
Wait to
How
hear
Much
that.
number 2 is coming your way in a few minutes
No,
here.
we did How Much number 2 already. This is something completely different.
What?
It was a bad joke. Just give me a crash.
What?
Wow.
Number 2 as in duty, which we did on the air.
All right. You want to do the best man speech thing still?
Please.
All right. Let's try to save this segment. Bad best man speeches. This is Nervous Guy.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dave. I'm the best man, obviously. I've known Clayton and Alicia for a little while. Well, good while. I don't know. But just wanted to say that I'm not big on speeches. I can personally say that
He's ruining the wedding.
All right.
Do you like him?
Yep. What do you got to say?
Well, I've known Clayton and Alicia for a long time. Speech isn't really working out, obviously. I just wanted to say that we've been together for a while, and we've seen them together. We're always happy, and I'd just like to wish them luck, and I know they'll have a good many years behind them.
Behind them? In front of them.
Oh. I'd like to wish them luck, so here's that.
What?
Clayton and Alicia for years.
Wow, is he he bombed.
Is that the speech?
I think that's the whole speech, and they didn't even know when to
Now they
raise
clink
their
glasses
for the toast.
You could see the glimmer of sweat on his forehead. He tanked.
Wow. Our Bud Dwyer speech was more comfortable to watch.
You want to hear Goofy Guy?
Yeah. Goofy Guy speech?
Yes. Bad best man speeches. Here's Goofy Guy.
All right, so the thing about having a younger brother, Garrett, is no matter what you do, a younger brother is going to look up to you because I can kick his ass.
Fans in on it.
Yes, corny. All right. So, being an older brother, I had all the experiences firsthand, like playing video games. You remember, I played Donkey Kong and rip out my hair, and you see my hair going evolve as Donkey Kong.
Is this one hard to hear? Is this what you're doing?
Yeah.
This guy's an ass. He has his sleeves rolled up. He has big mutton chops.
He's talking about he ripped his hair out because he played Donkey Kong.
It's kind of hard to hear. It's
an awful speech.
I honestly can't hear it.
Yeah, I'm having a real tough time.
Yeah,
Should we
it's
just cut our
tinny.
losses?
Yes,
Try
another one.
Just get up until at least like the 240. I know it might be a little stretch, but
I'd be the first to play sports, first to go to school, and first impression of the teachers, and then you go and have the same teacher I had, and they say, you're really smart. I thought you were retarded like brother. I'd be the first to go to a high school dance with a girl. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't do that.
No, I can't hear him.
I'm having a real tough time.
What did he say?
he's just like, oh,
You got young years, Dan.
I was the first to go to high school dance with a girl. Oh no, wait, I didn't do that. He's just being like a complete goofball.
Yeah, he's goofing on the whole thing.
I mean, if you don't want to play any more of it, I'll just give you the the only reason I even really put this in there was because he makes a terrible abortion joke. I like the middle of it.
Wow.
It's very uncomfortable.
What's the joke?
He just goes, I was the first. He's talking about all the firsts he had as an older brother. He just goes, I was the first one to get a girl pregnant and then force her to have an abortion.
Wow.
That's a good line.
Good one for a wedding.
Hopefully it's true.
All right. And then finally we got amateur stand-up guy.
Yeah, this guy obviously was just trying to, he was really trying to get all the laughs having.
Right.
I haven't.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask you to pick up that toast, champagne glass there, as we hand the microphone over to Brian, our best man, for this afternoon's toast.
I didn't know I was going to be speaking so soon.
Hello.
Someone once said that being the best man is like making love to Queen Elizabeth. Sure, it's an honor, but no one wants to do it.
No one wants to do it. Louis Bean.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet because we all need to get our food and everything, but I want to say a couple words about my brother Ed. I've never known someone...
Hold on, I have an idea. Here's what's happening. Maybe we could help him with the jokes. Like, if he tells a joke, maybe we could replace it after with a joke that we think might have worked better.
Like a punchline or the whole joke?
But the punchline.
Okay.
So, all right, let's start over. Let's start over.
Okay.
Because I think I saw the light go on.
Yeah, I don't really.
Let's start over.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask you to pick up that toast, champagne glass there, as we hand the microphone over to Brian, our best man for this afternoon's toast.
I didn't know I was going to be speaking so soon. Someone once said that being the best man is like making love to Queen Elizabeth.
You smell like old person and you get shit all over your balls.
Do you have another one for that?
No, that's it.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I had to back up.
Good enough for me.
Yes, that works.
Sure, it's an honor, but no one wants to do it.
No.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet because we all need to get our food and everything, but I want to say a couple words about my brother Ed.
Closet homosexual and molester. Those are the words about my brother Ed, I want to say.
Oh, his bride is horrific.
He's into fat chicks.
Yeah, he's a chubby chaser.
He's been a chubby chaser his whole life.
He likes to go pigging.
I've never known someone to have higher moral standards than my brother Ed. In fact, the only thing tighter than my brother's morals
is our mother's twat. The only thing tighter than my brother's standards.
All right. Give me that line.
Yeah, you want to go back a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, let's somewhere around here, hopefully.
Standards than my brother Ed. In fact, the only thing tighter than my brother's morals
is Ed's fat wife's fucking cummerbund. She even wear a cummerbund?
No, that's a guy's thing.
I don't know what she's wearing.
No, she wears a cummerbund. A cummerbund.
I don't know what she's wearing. Her girdle.
That's funny. You gave her a man's thing.
I know.
Is my wife's top hat? Wait, wrong.
morals.
Oh, she's gruesome.
Is his underwear. I mean, come on now. We're talking about a guy who would only agree to have a stripper at his bachelor party if she was Christian. But, you know, that aside.
But it's a good thing that she wasn't Muslim, or she might have beheaded him and his bride and put both their heads up and screamed something religious. Boo. Boo.
I want to say,
kill him.
Ed's a great guy. I think everybody here would agree with that. I don't know how many times he's helped me over the years, whether it be computer help or...
I got a big load in my balls that needs to come out.
You're saying his brother sucked his cock.
I'll snap my fingers, and there's Ed's mouth. Right on milking duty. Can't tell you how many times I've had a girl over who I couldn't quite restrain, and Ed would come in with that right hook and put her right out. I'd take the front, he'd take the back, we'd high five. He married this one.
I don't know how many times he's helped me over the years, whether it be computer help or help moving or just plain advice. Is invaluable to me. And there's another thing I know about Ed.
Uh-oh.
He loves Colleen with all of his heart. Through all the tough
What's his wife's name, though?
Exactly. all his heart and half his arm. She's a big girl.
thing I know about Ed. He loves Colleen with all his heart.
And she loves him with all her cholesterol plaque in hers.
Yes, and she loves him with all 4 of her hooves.
Through all the tough times, they've always found a way to reconcile and become stronger.
She'd go out and sleep with a black man, and he'd forgive her.
He's a cuckold.
He got brought up on rape charges, and she drove him to the police station and supported him. He shit his pants. She threw him out.
Fucking cuckold.
That's the end of it?
No, or...
They've always found a way to reconcile and become stronger.
Stronger.
Their love is as certain as the destruction of Uncle Frank's liver.
Oh, that Uncle Frank.
Shit, no, you didn't.
They
You
goofed
didn't
on
go
Uncle
there.
Frank's liver. Stop it.
And he points at Uncle Frank, and he goes, now everybody knows you don't drink. You just got liver cancer, which is very rare. Just bums the whole wedding out. Uncle Frank hadn't told anybody. He's just trying to keep it under his hat.
Yeah, all of a sudden it becomes the talk of the wedding. Has nothing to do with the couple anymore.
Uncle Frank's liver.
Right.
You didn't say that, did you? Do you know he was just diagnosed with the liver cancer?
Yeah, fuck him.
So a little fun jab at the family.
Mm-hmm.
Their love is as certain as the destruction of Uncle Frank's liver.
Liver.
Their love is as sure as Frank's need for Viagra. Their love, well, you get the picture. They have an incredible bond.
And his wife's in the back. His dick doesn't work. It hasn't since the prostate surgery. He's right. He's got to take the little blue pills to even get it mushy hard. Oh, then he complains he sees blue streaks and his nose is stuffy, and sometimes he grabs his chest and falls down on the bath mat because it's bad for your heart. Holy shit.
This guy stinks. Cackling hens love him.
They love it.
No, but all seriousness aside.
All seriousness aside. What?
I hate this guy.
What's going on and on? Jesus.
No, but I wanted to say
Hit him with the red light.
I can't imagine a better bride for my brother than Colleen. And I want to let them know that just as Ed has always been there for me, I will always be there for Ed. And I'd like to give a toast. Long life and eternal happiness.
And lots of cud for the bride.
She looks like a dud.
Yeah, she just looks like a fuddy-duddy.
That wasn't that bad. He told a few jokes, but he didn't get crazy. Well, he was all right.
With his monotone delivery, with everything. My brother Ed's got to go home now and fuck this thing.
He met her during a cow tipping gone wrong. She fell over and he went, oh, sorry. Want to marry me?
We are going to take a break.
The reception is going to be held underneath her dress shortly after.
You know,
it's like a tent.
Wasn't bad.
I liked it.
Well,
Yeah, I liked it
from
too.
Rico the tent maker.
And you see all these flowers and stuff we don't even have to get rid of because she'll just eat them.
See, she's fat.
Yeah, and a farm animal.
You're supposed to look your best at your wedding, man.
Yeah. If that's the best.
She
It's all
couldn't get down
downhill from there.
any skinnier.
Maybe she is. Maybe that's as good as she can look.
Fucking Uncle Frank rules, though, huh?
Yeah, bad liver. His cock is worthless.
He's got problems.
He's a hard drinker.
Drunken, fucking impotent cocksucker.
I have a feeling the alcohol is affecting both problems. The liver and the functionality of the penis. Just put down the drink, Uncle Frank.
She does not look happy there.
No, man. She didn't
Look,
laugh
she's
once.
not. Wow.
Ugh, that guy's going to be in hell.
He's laughing, and she kind of put her head down and went like,
oh, God.
Fuck her.
Well, she knows Uncle Frank doesn't need Viagra because she has a nephew that Uncle Frank bounced on his knee. And Uncle Frank had a tent in his undershorts, so she knows what the real problem is. It's not Uncle Frank's functionality.
Everyone else is laughing, having a good time. She's a fuddy-duddy.
Yeah,
of course she's probably sitting there going, this is my Princess Di moment. You're ruining it.
He's ruining it with his stupid joke toast. This is just supposed to be about our love.
Hopefully she'll have a Princess Di moment in the tunnel.
On the drive home, right?
Why don't we take a break? Pat from Menaki joins the show now.
Pat is here. Hey there, Pat. He just makes that head. He is constantly walking around like his message board icon.
Mm-hmm.
His head goes back and forth.
Also, we have Bobo here to try to introduce us to a new bit.
New bit. He knows that the Bruce Springsteen whoa bit
Yes.
is officially dead.
Yes.
He pretty much just destroyed it and killed it. And now we'll see what he comes up with.
And the big get after the break, no one's going to go anywhere. Finally, Anthony has brought in some sample audio of his Live from the Compound show.
Yes, see? I'm helping the program.
This is why Anthony should be allowed to continue with Live from the Compound, because it brings material to our show.
You know what we're like, Opie? We're like radio's version of policemen. We are constantly on duty.
I like it.
Like we're constantly on duty looking for the next thing. Like that.
I like it.
And it doesn't matter what time of day or night.
Yeah.
If we find it, it's our job to use it.
Don't penalize us for doing more work.
More work!
You got the big show that does way less work.
More work.
Get on his case for less work and leave us alone for doing more work.
The whole snow cone.
Pay me! That's consulting right there. How much should I charge, Ed?
200.
200.
For that right there, 200.
It's the most basic stuff.
And you round it up. Every 15 minutes is 200.
Right.
So even for a second, it's 200.
I'm going to be rich with this consulting
business. If it's 16 minutes, it's 400.
It's very, very logical.
Yeah.
Leave us alone for doing more work.
Yeah.
Bother the other guy for doing less work.
Exactly.
Pay me. Pay me. Pay me. So some samples of Live from the Compound next. I heard it's Live from the Compound versus the Mega Pain show.
Yeah, Mega Pain show.
I can't wait to hear that. I'm just kind of teasing it. I can't wait to.
I'll set up how it was done
Awesome.
and what it looked like, and then we can listen along.
Now, a lot of reaction to the interns doing about an hour on our show yesterday, yelling and screaming and competing, and Simple Mike was crowned executive intern yesterday. And I got to tell you, I know a bunch of people tweeted me and said they hated it, but a lot more people tweeted and said they loved it. And that's just the nature of the beast. If you didn't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. We try to do our best here on a daily basis.
We try.
But more people truly did like it in my little dumb world. With that said, Sam went backstage to get the reactions of the interns on the new executive intern, Simple Mike. Okay? We go to break with this.
And now, backstage with O&A, here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and the Opie and Anthony Show held a Best Audio contest to crown the show's new executive intern. Intern Simple Mike won the contest, leaving other interns, like Angry Matt, a bit perturbed.
Hey, Matt, are you glad that intern Mike is your new executive intern?
Who?
Intern Mike, he's your new immediate superior.
I don't know who that is.
Mike.
Yeah.
That's it. There he is right there. Red T-shirt.
I see Dennis and I see the wall.
Do you plan on obeying Mike's orders?
I have no idea. I don't know who Mike is.
Next, we found intern Evan, who felt like he was robbed.
Evan, what went wrong in there today?
Almost everything. People's perspective of leadership amongst the interns is heavily skewed.
Well, the perspective is that intern Mike is the executive intern, and that's because he was appointed such.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all, and I think it's detrimental to the entire Opie and Anthony show.
Are you planning on listening to Mike as your superior just for the good of the team?
Absolutely not, because it's not for the good of the team. Listening to him would be not listening to reason.
Did you think about that before you said it?
Yeah.
Did it sound better in your head?
No, it didn't, and it sounded just as bad coming out.
Finally, we caught up with Simple Mike, the new king of the interns, to talk about his newly won title.
Hey, intern Mike. Congratulations on your victory today.
Thanks, Sam.
Are you excited about your new responsibilities as executive intern?
I'm excited to see how the team starts operating as a whole, and hopefully we'll get some better teamwork down the line and just keep the show going.
Because they seem very pissed off at you.
Well, I wasn't in charge of the competition.
So what are you going to do? You're the executive intern. What are you going to do?
I mean, you're asking questions I don't have or want to give the answers to.
So you don't have the answers?
Or want to give them.
But you don't have them?
I might.
Is one of your strategies as a leader to stay as diplomatic as possible?
No comment.
Is there any time that, like, you see a mic in front of your face and think, oh, maybe I should be entertaining?
No. Just try and stay PC.
He may be bad on the air, but at least he knows a lot of meaningless and condescending jargon. Something tells me this kid has executive material written all over him. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
Oh, boy. It's always something around here, isn't it? What's going on? It's hard to do a show when this is going on, so we should bring it to the table. What the fuck's going on, Steve? We just had a fun time with Liquidus, and now we have to deal with a major issue, actually.
Apparently, there may be an issue with those pre-recorded promos for Jim's comedy gigs.
My gigs, they're saying equal advertising, so I can't run my pre-recorded gigs?
You've heard them before here on this channel where Jimmy is recorded. There's musical background. They're very funny. It's like, see me in Poughkeepsie or something like that. And they're saying now that those can't run because why?
The reason I have heard in the past, now this has not been related to me specifically, is that those gigs, when they're pre-recorded, are the equivalent of a recorded spot.
And what's the problem if it's the equivalent of anything?
Why isn't the comedy club paying for it?
Well, here's the deal.
It's not as much for the comedy club as it is for Jimmy Norton.
All right, hold on. Let me
get the show.
Let me jump in. I got to give the history of this whole thing, okay? This was a deal we made many, many years ago with Jimmy and our comedy friends. Simple as this. We have a lot of great comedians that come in on this show and really help out the program. I don't have to tell anyone that. And the deal we made, it started with Jimmy and the rest of the guys, was, look, we can't really pay you for your time, but, we'll give you some nice exposure for your gigs, which means they get a few more people in the seats. And a lot of these guys have door deals and whatnot, and they make more money if more people are coming to see their shows. Okay? And as far as Jimmy goes, more importantly, Jimmy doesn't make anywhere near the amount of money he should be making for his participation in the Opie and Anthony show. Right. And the deal we made with him a very long time ago at XM when we came to satellite radio was like, look, Jimmy, we could give you this, but what we could do to make up the difference is make sure that we promote everything you do so you make more money when you're doing all your side stuff. Not side stuff, because it's his career. Okay, fast forward, that went on for years. Everyone was happy with the arrangement we made. The comedians are like, that. Yeah, it's worth it to me. Jimmy, of course, making nice money on the side, which made it worth it to him to continue doing the show. The last I heard, they got rid of the promos of all our comedian friends. Yep. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That's not cool. These guys are coming in and doing us a favor more than we're doing them a favor.
Unbelievable.
So we lost that argument. And now, out of nowhere, we're finding out that not only are we not playing those promos, we're not playing Jimmy's anymore. That's
this company. I don't know what they're doing.
That's not.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah. Why?
Why are you fucking me with this?
Where's the upside?
We all know what's going on behind the scenes. Why is this happening?
Yeah.
All right, then you got to pay Jimmy about 5 times the amount of money.
Why is this happening?
The guy.
It's like they want. I get the message.
Show.
They want me to leave the show. I got it. I know what's going on. I understand what's going on.
I don't know what their intentions are.
I'll say that too. I don't know what they're thinking. I really don't. Because
it makes no sense.
I try to avoid them at all costs because so far I don't really understand their logic or strategy.
This makes
with
no
this whole
sense.
radio thing.
Don't they know that Jimmy going out and doing gigs, like, gets people to listen to this show? Like, they see Jimmy and might not know Opie and Anthony from a hole in the wall.
Sure.
But then they know Jimmy Norton, and they go, oh, yeah, that guy's funny.
I think there's an intellectual side of it that they completely get, and then there's the business side of it that they that is completely...
No, that's business.
Right.
They gotta... Well, no, they gotta look past that. Because,
I agree with you.
At every turn.
I mean, if they want to look at the business part of the whole thing, then Jimmy is drastically underpaid then. This was a way of making up the money.
Right.
So if they want to do this, then if they're looking at this from a business standpoint, from a company standpoint, then they got to make a brand new deal with Jimmy and pay him a hell of a lot more money than he's making.
They're not going to do that.
No, I understand. So
They're not
that's
going to
where
pay
the
me
issue
more.
is.
They're not going to run my promos.
This was a way of, making up the difference because we all know Jimmy, was underpaid.
At every turn.
It's fucking. It's. I've never had this in my. I'm doing comedy 20 years, and I've never had this kind of an experience.
Yeah.
In my career, never. Being loyal means nothing, man.
No. There's.
It means nothing.
That's gone. It's gone in this business.
It seems like they try and fix things that aren't broke. A lot.
Good one, Pat.
Okay. I'll sit here.
I would agree with you if it wasn't for the fact that they just try to fuck us at every turn.
I know. I
know what
that.
I mean? It's like this is just another thing in a long list of things that make no sense, yet they feel for some reason they have to continuously poke us.
I got
with
gigs.
A stick.
I got gigs in Atlanta coming up, and somewhere else, Chicago, maybe Middletown, New York. Whatever. It's mind-boggling.
Plus, it was a way to get the plugs out there so we don't take away from the general show.
Right.
So now, all right. So now what we're going to do, because Jimmy's our guy, now we're going to spend a lot of time in show making sure people know where he's going to be playing.
Yeah. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Are you kidding?
Pretty much what we just said. It's beyond infuriating.
And we all know what else is going on. I'm not going to get into it. But it's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm speechless, man. I'm really being loyal means nothing.
Yeah. Oh, God. Unbelievable.
Mention them all you want during the live show, Jim.
Steve, shut up.
Is
all
any
for real? Shut up.
Is anybody here?
That's not going to solve anything.
I know it's not going to solve.
He's red hot.
I know you're going to do it. It's not for what. Thank you.
They're making this really hard.
I can honestly tell you.
We come to the table every day, and we're holding up our end of the bargain. Trust me, more than holding up our end. And they just make it hard at every fucking turn. Every fucking turn.
It's the worst experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I'm a really easy guy to work with. I mean, maybe I'm a pain in the ass sometimes. I'm here every fucking day, unless I'm out doing a gig.
Well,
I fucking plug the company. It's like, do you think Leno, he likes Opie and Anthony very much, but let's be honest, he was happy to plug them at XM, but he's not too crazy about certain elements maybe here.
Exactly. They have a war going on.
Jimmy has proven he's a soldier. It
means nothing, though, man.
I know. He gets a lot of national exposure, a lot, and he makes sure that he mentions Opie and Anthony, Sirius XM. He's doing. Why don't you pay him for all these unbelievable plugs?
It's fucking amazing.
It's great advertising for our show and the company, and then they turn around and do this to him.
It's like you just want to keep playing hardball until I walk. Why don't you just say that?
And the other thing that's happening with Jimmy that we can't even bring up on the show is a doozy. It's amazing. It's amazing what is happening, and none of us are allowed to talk about it.
No, don't even get into that.
Yeah, I know. But that one's amazing.
I am speechless.
I did not know Jimmy. I knew they were doing it with the other guys. And I argued that.
It doesn't even matter if they're here. What are they going to say? It's giving me more garbage and more. Hey, it's you know, I don't even know what it's going to be. I can't even say. I don't even know.
Well, something's got to be said.
Is anyone down the hall?
I've never felt so completely unprotected. And I don't. What do I do wrong? I don't fuck up. I don't fuck the company. I'm loyal. It's like I plug you. What do you want? What do you want, man?
Yeah, why would they do this?
And they do it in such a way like they assume it's like no big
Oh,
deal.
God,
We're finding out about it right now.
I just found out because I walked in the dark. I'm going away. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this and that. I'm such a dumb fucking motherfucker, man. I'm a dumb motherfucker. I'm a dummy. Just a dummy.
Ugh. I hope they're real happy.
Every day.
They don't give a shit, man.
Thanks for derailing.
Every day it's something. Every day.
It's just one thing. Why?
Stop making this so fucking hard.
It's easy. This is so easy to come in here, do our show, but there's just fucking a ton of people in suits that are
no, it's not a ton of people. It's one or two.
Well, yeah. But there's a bunch of people trying to protect their jobs, so they have to come up with shit. And so why do that? Why do that? It constitutes a commercial, and so what?
It's for me. So
technically, yeah.
Why are you trying to fuck me at every turn? I don't play the victim either. Why?
Not at all. Not at all.
Why are you doing that? Loyalty means nothing, man. It means nothing. Like a fucking jerk off. I'm running around marrying myself. Like, am I so fucking stupid?
Yeah, you know, yeah. You go on shows, always mention
Jimmy's promoted
the company
in this show way more than Ant and I have, because Jimmy, you know, gets to do all these national shows. And he's right in there making sure he gets.
I promoted the
plugs in.
platform on 7 Lenos.
Yeah,
It's fucking.
Lenos.
It's disgusting.
You know what?
And it's embarrassing.
You know what 7 Leno commercials would cost this company?
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you use logic before you just casually make these dumb decisions?
One-sided.
7 commercials on Leno would be you can't even afford it. So you turn around and then take his stupid comedy promos away from him.
It's not even the promos. It's the whole thing. It's like, why don't you just say you want me to leave and not try to fucking force me out? Like, why are you doing that?
Mm-hmm. I don't know their intentions. Every time you say that, I got to say that. I don't know how these guys think. I'm baffled by these guys. Baffled. They promise things to our face, and then all of a sudden, because of something that happens, all of a sudden the promises go away, and their answer to that is, well, what do you want me to tell you? Well, I want you to do what you said you were going to do. That's all.
It's just too infuriating. Because it doesn't end.
Being loyal means nothing.
It's one thing after another.
It means nothing.
Whether it's a bit we want to do that gets turned down, something like that, or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else in between. It's a constant screw job for no reason. Just because we were on the shitty end of the merger stick.
Well, the other guy takes half a year off.
Merger.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
But I'm such a dumb motherfucker. Oh, it's going to be good. We'll merge. It'll be, I should be shot.
Oh, just thinking about
I'm saying it.
Yeah, saying it. Yeah.
You were excited. I think
I'm
Jimmy
such
was
a fucking dummy.
Jimmy was way more excited about the merger than Ant and I were. He was
God almighty, am I fucking stupid?
It was just an awful fucking thing that we, worse than I ever thought it was going to be. To tell you the truth. How do you deal with people that just fuck you at every turn?
It's I don't know what to say. It's mind-boggling. I'm speechless about it. I really keep saying that. I apologize. I'm sorry, Pat. I didn't mean to.
No, it's all right.
Who made the? I want to know. I would love to know who the one person.
We all know who heard the commercial.
That made the decision.
We know who heard the. We know who made the decision.
Yeah.
We all know who made the decision.
There's only one person.
Then that person's got to be spoken to.
Yeah, and it wasn't Mel.
really?
Some people are gonna say Mel.
That person's
Really?
got to be spoken to. Then.
It doesn't matter.
Never had a good conversation with a guy. It's a tough conversation every time. So good luck to you.
It's always what can I get. It's not one moment do you feel like you're doing your job. You're here every day.
Jimmy, go down and talk to him. For real.
It's mind-boggling.
But go down and talk to him.
But I'm not going crazy and saying stupid shit.
You're going crazy thinking you're going crazy.
Go down and talk to him.
Yeah.
And we certainly will.
Go in there and say,
We'll have the same conversation with the guy.
It only seems like it could only be a misunderstanding, because anybody who hears Jimmy on the show doesn't want him to leave.
It's not a misunderstanding.
That's ridiculous.
Believe me, it's no misunderstanding. There are no misunderstandings here. Everyone understands that we are the bastard children of a defunct company, XM, when they got steamrolled because of incompetent fucking XM management. Mm-hmm. They got steamrolled by Sirius, and everyone on the XM side of the merger just got giant dicks up their ass.
Maybe you're still an asset.
Well,
we're assets, all right.
We're ass.
Liquid assets.
Liquid ass at.
Why don't we take a break?
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll see what happens. I don't know if we could get the show back on track today, to be honest with you, but we'll try.
That is a biggie.
We'll try, because this is a game changer.
God damn.
We got a game changer in our midst.
They are like, I just don't get it. Oh,
it's just, look. Let me just run the company for real.
Yeah,
because I mean, anyone could do this. For real, I could run this company. I could run programming easily, so easily. I'll leave the microphone and I'll go behind the scenes and I'll fucking produce a product, motherfuckers.
Wouldn't that be great if you did that and you turned out to be one of the biggest scumbags of them all? Just fucking all the air talent over.
Dude, but I mean, all kidding aside, it's like, it's so easy.
I know.
I've seen it. I've been in radio since 18. Since I was 18. Sorry, I'm stammering because I'm stupefied. And what I've seen over the years, the one thing I've seen over the years, over and over again, is how they just make this so complicated when it's the easiest gig in the world for everybody, whether you're on the air, off the air. It is easy, but they just make it complicated, and they layer everything with all sorts of layers of management, and they overthink everything, and
I've seen
it's unbelievable. Just
seen the
leave
radio
everything alone. You hire creative people, let them be creative, let them do what they're doing, because they really do know best. When we're doing all these side things, trust me, we know what we're doing.
If it works,
we know what we're doing.
Leave it alone. If it doesn't, then do something. But if things are working, just leave it the fuck alone.
Leave it the fuck alone.
Just leave it alone. Oh my God!
We'll take a break and see what happens next. Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show.
Hi.
A little update. Jim Norton's down the hall talking to somebody in a suit. It's been down there for a long time, so when we get an update, we'll let you know.
Get things hammered out.
In the meantime, we'll try to move on. I don't know. We're just waiting on Jimmy, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Anthony, live from the compound.
Yes.
A little thing you do on the side.
It's a little side project.
Which is very good for the whole O&A brand.
It really is.
And you have, is this Jimmy coming back?
Looks like, yes. Right?
Who's he?
He's walking. Steve?
Why did you see
Jimmy and Steve.
Steve?
I don't know. That's what it looks like.
That's a long hallway, though. We could be waiting
I
for
know.
Jimmy for the
God
next
damn,
2
that
minutes.
hallway is fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Well, anyway, you brought some audio from live from the compound.
Yeah.
Very funny audio, actually.
Yeah, last night, having a little fun. Had a bunch of people in the room.
Should we wait for Jimmy?
And
he's only 50 yards away now. He's
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
down the hall for
at the 50-yard line.
Because I don't want to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
All right.
As Jimmy makes his way into the thing, he's chewing gum or someone's tongue.
Yeah.
And
Well, Bladder's a reasonable guy. I mean, I'm not kissing his ass, but he's a reasonable dude.
It's humongous is a reasonable fella.
So a few minutes and one blowjob later, I'm going to cut a promo. It was a bit of a misunderstanding.
They
you know.
saw it your way, Jimmy?
It wasn't 100%, but he was like, we just want to figure out a way to do it where it's right. And it's like, but he wasn't being a dick, and I know he was being truthful. It's like, it's like you can kind of talk to somebody and know. And with other stuff, he's just a reasonable dude, so I appreciate that.
All right, cool.
But they have to understand the history of this and where this comes from.
Yeah.
Like, this was the deal we made a long time ago because...
Wade?
Jimmy should be paid a lot more without getting into the finances of the damn radio show, but it's,
So this was some compensation.
Yes.
Extra compensation.
Yes, to make it worthwhile for Jimmy and in a way where the company could make sense of the whole thing, too.
Exactly.
And everyone was happy with the arrangement we made, by the way, almost 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like you start to feel, just with other things, you start to feel silly after a while. Like what am I, am I a sucker? Like, am I a 40-year-old guy who's just...
Yeah, what am I, a sap?
Am I that dumb?
Yeah.
So that's what you start to feel like. There's still other stuff that I'd like to resolve, but I do appreciate Steve on that one.
So we're going to figure something out?
Yeah. I mean, I'll cut the other one and run it. And I will say this, too. Sometimes there's probably got to be a better way to run them because, I don't know how often they run, but you don't want it to be every 10 minutes. And I get that, too, because I've heard them sometimes going, this is a fucking long one. And again, I'm not an unreasonable ass either who says it should be all Norton all the time, I'm pretty fucking even keeled with that stuff.
Well, you kind of push that on us a lot, though.
No, I know that, but it's more because I understand that my voice is so pleasurable. I just bring a smile.
Really do.
That was really sad there, man. Fuck.
No shit.
Wow.
It's like I want to be happy to be here. I want to enjoy this. I really do, man.
Here.
I love doing fucking radio. I love doing this show.
We have a reputation for bitching. Absolutely. But
we are bitching.
But we do.
Oh, you meant the other way.
He has the G at the end. You have an IN apostrophe.
Oh, that's different.
But it's time for management to turn this thing around. For real. Like, we are holding up our end of the bargain. There's something called good faith that this company, for some reason, doesn't understand. XM totally understood that. They would just do things in what was called good faith. Like, we're all in this together, and maybe we can't do this for you, but we'll do this. And it was done in good faith. It wasn't part of a contract or part of a spreadsheet or part of anything. It was called good faith.
Yeah.
And these guys got to understand this stuff. We're the easiest guys to actually have as employees, believe it or not. Just leave us alone. And know that we're really smart at what we do. We really are. And we yell and scream when we get frustrated because we don't understand why they don't see the obvious. All this comes down is the obvious.
Yeah. Just fucking let us do the show.
And we'll shut our fucking mouths.
We're real, yeah.
Because we're sick of bitching.
Dude, I'll be the biggest. I've already been a Sirius XM whore. I'll be glad to do it everywhere I go.
Yeah.
It's like I like that in the introduction. I love being associated with the show. I like satellite radio. I fucking hate terrestrial.
Right.
For real.
Right.
Not that anybody gives a shit, but we went back to terrestrial. It was a money hit, much more for you guys than me, but it was a hit for me too, much more for you. But on a creative level, I was thrilled.
Right.
That not even to knock K-Rock. I was thrilled, creatively at least, that went away.
I just look at it logically. What you get from Jim Norton from just a marketing standpoint, you can't pay him for the marketing he's given you. It would cost you a bloody fortune to get mentions on, Jay Leno, not Jay Leno anymore, obviously. But Jimmy will certainly be doing Conan O'Brien and Letterman and all these national shows.
Hopefully Leno too. It starts at 10 o'clock down in September.
Oh yeah, exactly. In September when Leno comes back, and there's Jimmy front and center, Opie and Anthony, Sirius XM. You would pay a fortune for that. So just leave them alone. Leave us alone. Just look at it logically. That's all.
You're right. Use good faith. It's like we're doing the right thing. I love being here.
Anthony and I have been at this for 15 fucking years, and the one thing I can tell you, with all the companies we've worked for, that there was always something called good faith.
Yeah,
that just worked.
It transcends
and for some reason that
legal documents and things like that.
Right.
It's just it's a handshake thing. It's a all right. That sounds cool. Let's see if that works, kind of a thing. But now it's all about, just whatever's in writing. If it's not in writing, it never happens.
Right.
There's this whole thing of just fucking no human contact.
Right.
It's all done with other people and delegating to this one and that one.
And in fairness, they did a little good faith recently with like our side projects, because they were having a major issue with both of our side projects, not just Anthony's.
Yeah.
You know what we could tweet and what we could film and what we could do this and that, and we basically sat him down and said, look, this is a gray area. Trust me, we've been doing extra credit our entire careers, and it just works and gives us a better grade in the end with the listeners and the fans and the subscribers. We're bringing more people to the platform because of some of the extra shit we're doing.
This is,
and maybe you can't pull out a pie chart, but I'm telling you,
what we've been
doing this long enough to know, yes, this works in the end.
And what Jimmy does also when he does gigs and does these TV appearances and stuff, it's telling people where they could find us on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
If they enjoy us, it's a commercial that they don't have to pay for.
What's a 30-second spot go for on like Jay Leno? For real?
Got to be $20-$30.
That's not worth.
It's funny if that was right.
Perhaps exactly right.
But if you sat down with management instead of the and actually just had a conversation, go, look, this is what a spot on Jay Leno would cost.
Yeah.
So why not continue to have this for free? And all you have to do is give up a few fucking promo mentions for comedy clubs in the middle of nowhere for Jim Norton.
Yeah.
So he gets fannies in the seats. And guess what? Some of those fannies that go into that comedy club turned on to satellite radio and the Opie and Anthony show.
And things that I'm doing and that you're doing, it's the same thing. It's a commercial for our show, for our morning show here.
Right.
This is seen as a home base. This is the place.
Right, yeah. Everything else, revolves around this. So if we're doing other things, it's to bring people here. That's the bottom line. And a lot of times we're taking our own time without compensation and doing that. But they got to see everything as this threat, this thing, this horrible thing that we're doing that isn't supposed to be done. I mean, why? Because everyone else isn't doing it? We're innovators.
We really are.
And I got to call Bob, too, because I think Bob, with certain things I have to, I don't motherfuck Bob, but there's certain things with Bob, I'm like, you know what, man? We really have to
take the spurs to him every so often.
For real, because I'm going to make a move that I cannot have that anymore.
No.
I feel like, I think Bob's a great agent, but there's certain things that, Bob, you got to handle certain things appropriately.
I don't disagree with you at all on that one.
God, the managers I have in comedy are fucking ruthless.
Yeah, they don't put up with shit.
Dude.
Give them the crop.
We don't put up with shit anymore. We don't.
They don't fucking play games. I watch the way they deal with fucking with people. They don't play games at all. But they're great.
Right. They're professional, but they also, make sure. You know what? I'm going to stop.
I sent you.
Red paddle me for make it official.
I'm just saying that
I'll have this conversation with somebody instead of in front of everybody.
I deal with them.
Trust me,
Jonathan and those guys and David.
Red paddle. Thank you.
They're fantastic.
Yes. Thank you.
Hey, I sent you guys an email. I don't know if you know my fucking.
You didn't send me no fucking email.
I sent you and Anthony a private email. I certainly did.
Motherfucker, I didn't get it. What time?
I got it. My butt hurts tonight, so no.
Why? I said lick. I didn't say fuck.
Alrighty.
I am sorry I snapped at you, Pat. I'm sorry about that.
Jimmy, for real.
That was
what time you sent
fun
it?
Part of the whole thing.
I don't remember. It was late. I sent it just to you and Ant. That's cool if you didn't. I
didn't get it.
Oh, all right. Maybe
Can you resend it?
Yeah.
You're sending it to this?
To G.
My Gmail?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
I was just...
What does it say?
No,
Or is it too private to bring it
No, it's actually not that private. I was just apologizing for being kind of worthless yesterday because I was having a bad day. And
You know what? I was pissed all day that you didn't apologize for being worthless yesterday.
I know, but I normally
and
would.
if I would have got the email, I would have been much happier.
No, I'll normally start the day with an apology that I'm about to be worthless. But
what, though?
And my fucking
Well, Nikki is here to make everybody
Oh, wait a
happier
minute. Hi,
and
Nikki.
brighter. He just gave us the
Man, does he love flipping us the bird.
People love the bit, though, Nick.
Oh, little
Sorry, but we
he
have
almost
to
got
continue.
away. He almost got past us that
My
time.
dumb little Nicky video that I made with Ann yesterday, it's horrible because the microphone's in the way. You could barely see the guy. I put it up on Zanel.
But it's little Nicky.
It did really, really well, and it's a stupid 20-second video. I didn't get the email.
Oh, that's okay. Cause I had a death. He's my business manager. My accountant. Fucking, he died yesterday. It was fucking the guy who told awful jokes. Remember, I told you that I don't know. If I told you I have an accountant who was an accountant genius, and he was.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Mark.
about.
Yeah. The guy who had the really weird voice. Yeah, he died. He had blood cancer. And
he had what cancer?
Blood cancer.
Oh God, can't ever be good.
He's the one who would always tell awful jokes, and that was part of his charm. Hey, did you hear the what about? And like whenever he would get to the punchline, I would always go, I can't really hear you. What'd you say? And then he would start, and I would just hang up on him in mid-joke. Like, he'd be like, 2 Jews walking into a bar, click. And then he'd call back, I'd go, I had a damn phone. What was it? And at the same place, I'd get him every time. He was just a really sweet guy.
Sorry to hear that.
No, that's right. He was just, it was kind of a surprise. I'm sorry. I really brought the show down today. I apologize. The pre-holiday show.
Don't you worry about it.
Jeez, what do you think? It's July 5th?
Bring it right back down even lower.
All right,
we're just the guys to do it.
Look. Hey.
Oh, who did that?
Because we do put out conflicting messages. We're happy to be here. We're happy we survived the merger. We're happy that we're doing our show from this facility and all that. But you gotta learn about us. We work harder than any other fucking radio personality in this goddamn building. Hands fucking down.
Yeah.
Even the big guy. Way more than the big guy. Just learn about us. You'll see how fucking brilliant and creative we are.
I like the modesty, too.
I love that.
How many fucking shows have lasted this long, motherfucker?
Oh.
Right? And we're damaged people.
Damaged goods. Always have been.
And we like blowing up things, but guess what?
Whole career.
No one else gets to blow up things so many times and continue doing it. Know why?
No.
Brilliance and creativity.
I certainly hope that's
Hallelujah. Pay me. Is that a consulting fee yet?
Nah, not really.
Come on.
That's a blatant self-promotion.
All right. You want to do some live from the compound? I've been telling Ann Ann started the live from the compound thing, which is terrific. I take a peek every once in a while.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm officially not allowed to do it because then that would be the Opie and Anthony show. And they would have a problem.
Yeah, then that'd be kind of a problem.
Although I kind of made it a weird appearance on your show.
Yes, you did.
A very bizarre appearance. But anyway,
it's from the bomb shelter in my house.
Can I come on one time just to hang out for a little bit?
I would love for you
I know Ope's not allowed. Am I allowed?
hang out.
All right.
Of course.
You're allowed.
Come on in. It's anybody.
Everyone knows it's going to be the Anthony and Jimmy show soon anyway.
Oh, is that what it is?
Dude, I know you're kidding,
Danny.
but please. Don't just stick around, please. For real. I can't even handle those jokes. That really fucking buzzed me out.
I got dreams.
No.
I got them too. But it's like they're not all mutually
dreams.
Dude, dreams are lovely. But they're not all mutually exclusive things. They all coexist. It's not like, I have to have apples or oranges. Fuck them. Never in the same basket. They can all be together.
I'm way Let me think.
You've been talking fruits.
I'm way happier now than I was 3 months ago, and I'm enjoying doing the show with you guys.
I hope so.
Yes.
Yay!
I also like to do little side things. That's all.
I think that's healthy.
To do little
That's
side
all.
things. It's just
all
fun.
kidding aside. That's where I'm at.
Good.
I don't want to leave.
It's fun.
What
are you
am I
doing later, Dan?
Well, I want to
Wanna
leave in a half
tip a
hour,
few?
but
Nice. Cool.
all right. Live from the compound.
Danny, live from the compound later.
There's a gathering at FH Riley. I don't know what that place is, but I guess Stephen S. from Bayshore is going to be there with a bunch of fans. 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village.
When?
This is fun.
Oh, tomorrow night, Stephen S. Tomorrow night.
Stephen Ass.
because a few fans are coming in from somewhere else, and they're all going to gather at F.H. Riley's on Saturday.
Nice.
So Stephen S. wanted me to get the word out, and that helps the show too. Believe it or not,
They do gather there.
they gather,
talk
talk about the
show.
and whatever.
It's always about the show.
So live from the compound. Ever since this thing started with Ann, I'm like, dude, you got to bring in some of this stuff for this show.
Yeah.
And Ann finally has done just that. Last night you were doing live from the compound, and you got into it with a show called the Mega Pain Show.
Yeah. At first I was just yapping about faggy movie trailers and things like that, and then some guy pops a link up there, so I hit it, and on this same web server is somebody doing another show, and it's some woman doing a show where she just talks about guys and girls and how men and women should relate to each other and stuff. Just some blah babbling. Little Latina woman, and her phone number was at the bottom of the screen. And I believe at the time she had 9 people in the room.
That's a lot for most of those shows online.
To tell you the truth, you're right. I troll around some of those shows.
No joke.
There are 9 people in the room.
Yeah, I spin around sometimes, and I look at some of these shows, and I go, God bless you guys, but why? Why are you doing this? No one's watching.
Invite people over in your living room.
Yeah.
You could actually get more people just inviting them in your living room and doing the show that way.
But you know what? It is the beauty of the internet, because you never know when it goes viral.
Yeah,
That's why I'm excited about making videos and stuff, because I'm doing it for that one hit that I'm going to get eventually.
That's it.
Some dumb video
Just
that goes viral. But that's the logic of all of us.
Yeah, you just
Not
want...
just me and you. Everybody listening to our voices wants that viral experience to happen.
I don't even know
whether it's with their Twitter, their videos, their fucking podcast, whatever.
What my stupid Vista thing went up to. I stopped looking a while ago, but I think it clicked over 3 million hits on that one. It was giant.
Yeah,
that stupid fucking video went ridiculous all over the place, all over the world. There's comments, the amount of comments on it. And it was because people,
nailed it.
They love Windows, they hate Windows.
Yeah.
Is it 3.5 million?
3.5 million.
3.5 million views for this Windows Vista thing where I ran it through my shredder because it wouldn't load on my computer.
Yep.
And a fuckload of comments. Just because people were like, hey, you're a Mac fanboy, go fuck yourself. And then others were like, Windows is great.
Yeah, you got fucking like a really good rating, too. That's like a 4.25 star rating out of 5. That's a phenomenal.
Yeah, I know. It really, that was and that was just me setting up a stupid camera and doing it like I was installing my Vista disk in my shredder because it wouldn't install on my computer. So I ran through the instructions and everything and just ran it through the shredder. And people seem
Wouldn't it be funny if all the views were just for me and Opie? We're so starstruck.
Just trying to help me out, make me feel good.
It's a good video, but it's no backwaxing video.
Of course not. Would it be?
It's a close second, though, to my backwaxing video.
Yeah.
You have backwaxed?
Pre-shaved, Anthony. Look at that.
Filmed it.
Oh.
It's horrible.
Awful.
Someone added Pulp Fiction to the.
Did they put the?
Which I wanted to do, but I didn't have the fucking music. So.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Makes the video much better.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, live from the compound, the Mega Pain Show.
So
brought some clips in.
Some guy gives me a link. I click on it, and it's this woman, and she's talking about relationships and stuff. And like I said, she's a Latina, so she's got that real kind of city thing going on. And I hear you. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling that. And I pop it up on my screen behind me because I could like roll video behind me and stuff. So I pop it up on the screen, and then I realize the phone number's right there. So I start noticing her room count is going up, and her phone is ringing off the hook.
Oh, nice.
So now I'm like, oh, shit. All of my viewers now are going over and fucking with her.
Right.
So it was nothing but show references and just giving her quite a tough little time.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah,
That's a good look, Ant. That looks great, dude.
And that, yeah.
But it's visual.
Not
complete
really. It's just a
virtual-
tiny little webcam. It's no big deal.
If you
Ixnay
saw
on
that
the good
room,
A.
you'd laugh your ass off.
I have seen the room.
Oh, that's right. It's just a little room, and it looks like a giant broadcast facility with a green screen. But it's just a little room.
It really is. It's an amazing little webcam you got.
Yeah, it's a little webcam with a little stick mic that I use. It's a condenser mic. It works fantastically.
How do you get Skypes to
Three
look that
camera
good? It's
shoot.
just unbelievable.
I'm like fucking Desi Arnaz with this stupid project.
Exactly. Without all that pussy.
and I have a clip dick.
You're a Baba Lush.
Baba Booze.
There you go. There's the joke.
Okay.
Way to go, Jim. I'm a good concept guy. I'm bad with punchlines, but I'll throw out the concept.
You had a crisis, though, Jimmy. A couple crises.
Dude, I've been having a meltdown for a month.
All right, here we go. We start with this clip. Live from the compound versus the Mega Pain Show. And, of course, the listeners are just starring in this feature here.
Fuck that. That's.
All right, my name is Mega Pain. All right.
What?
I'm not even getting
Oh,
down
shit.
with that
I thought her
fucking
phones
ass
would be
clothes.
ringing.
Get off me
Oh,
with that.
boy. Oh, this ain't going to be good.
Mega Pain Show.
Oh,
Spit
no.
your pain.
Hey, yo, what you doing, man? You hear about Tippy Tom?
Yeah, I heard about Tippy Tom. Hold on for a second, babe.
Oh, no. This is going to be
Mega
bad.
Pain Show. Spit your pain.
How does she know Tippy Tom?
What happened?
How does she fucking know Tippy Tom?
You know, he was, down the block and,
This guy sucks. Dude, you fucking suck as a prank caller. Prank caller.
put two in his chest.
Oh, no, she doesn't know.
You know, he crawled trying to get to the hospital.
Okay, now he's going. Now he's working it.
Sucks, dude. Were you a fan of Tippy Tom?
Tippy Tom? She doesn't know Tippy Tom. What does she think? He's a rap star?
You know, it wasn't cool.
I'm sorry to hear that, my brother.
My brother.
Dude.
At first, I'm
Very
thinking
funny.
she knows Tippy Tom.
I got to tell you something. I'm not used to hearing your voice without me being there. So every time I hear you on that recording, I keep looking at you,
Why do
and
you
I'm like,
think
he's
I'm
not
talking now? It's like, why are you talking over the clip?
And then I wanted to shut you up so we could hear the clip.
Dude, I just was
Did you
thinking
do
the
the
same
same thing?
Like, what are you talking over it for? And
Right.
you're not.
Yeah, well, I was talking over it at the time because
Yes.
I didn't just want to
I'm
kind of
like-
play the whole thing. I kind of because it just kind of happened, so I needed
Yeah.
people to know what
But
was going on. But
I'm like your pet dog, and I'm hearing you. You know,
Why
I'm
are you
hearing you
still
somewhere.
talking?
What? Is that my owner?
This is Ant. You're the dog, and Ant's leaving you a message on the machine.
Exactly. I'm all confused. I'm like, I kept turning him like, but he's not talking.
why are you talking?
I was
He's
really
a great ventriloquist.
Okay, it continues with the listeners just giving her a hard time. Yeah.
You have any boys that, you know, you've done wrong lately?
That I've done wrong or done me wrong?
Or done you wrong?
Well, that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the DMP, the digital media producer.
What?
My digital media producer of the Mega Pain Show. What he did.
Oh, what'd he do? What'd he do to you, girl?
Well, here's the thing. He was trying to rock game to me, and I didn't want to give him a chance because he was too easy.
Oh,
he wasn't
damn.
a challenge.
No,
and then he
you
tells me,
didn't.
Why didn't
No,
you
you didn't, girl. Come on.
Because he wasn't ill. I would not bring myself down to that level. sweetheart.
Me neither, baby.
For real? Why not?
For real.
Like I said, I'm not going to bring myself down to that level. He wasn't worth it.
You know you would have done it for Jimmy Norton, though.
No, I wouldn't even do it for him. I don't do anything like that, yo. I don't have to. I don't have to
No.
do anything, yo. I'm the Mega
He's
Pain
talking
Show.
about-
That's the way it is. That's what's up. Can I get you to say I love the Mega Pain Show?
No.
I wouldn't listen to the Mega Pain Show if you paid me $50,000. That's an idea.
You gotta love them, man. I love every single one of them, and that's how we do it on the Mega Pain Show.
She just was happy to have so many callers.
yeah.
Didn't matter that they were calling her names and telling her that they wouldn't listen to her show if you paid them.
Nice. Caller, this
They
next
start
one.
getting vicious.
Yeah, the next one. Caller pretends he's Anthony and insults him.
Mega Pain Show, spit your pain.
Spit that pain.
Go.
Yeah, I was dating this newscaster for a while, but, you know, I had to put that off because she was tripping. But now I got hair plugs to try and, you know, work on my self-esteem. And I wanted to know what I could do to meet a girl that would love me for me.
What do you look like?
You know, I got pretty bad skin. It's not that good and nothing like that.
Fuck you, asshole.
I'm tripping with my hair, you know.
Oh.
I'm tripping with my hair, you know.
How old are you?
I took Accutane, but it was later in life.
You than 50.
He said 50.
I know, fucker.
Well, what do you? Okay, when you're in a club, what do you say to a female?
Fuck me.
I say I'm on the radio.
You say you're on the radio.
Yeah, I like young girls.
So you tell them that you're an on-air personality?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Okay, that is the oldest game in the book. That's like you saying, I'm a director, I'm a producer.
That is the oldest game in the book, yo. Yeah, this chick was, she was just enjoying the fact that she had more than 9 people in the room. And she started getting all like, yeah, they're all here for the Mega Pain show. It's like, no, they're here for the annoying motherfucker show.
Apparently, a lot of people have crushes on me.
Yeah.
What the fuck
well,
do they do to
your
me?
name comes up.
What the
well,
fuck
you know
do they
how it
do to
is.
me?
What is that beeping, by the way? You keep hearing that.
That's her goddamn fucking atrocious system.
Oh, another phone call coming in?
Phone. She's using her cell phone, a fucking personal home phone.
Oh, okay.
There's other things that when
she's just getting
she's
started.
call waiting.
She's not a media mogul like you. She's
Yes,
just getting started.
exactly.
I like her. I think that's kind of sweet that she's fucking really wants it that bad.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Funny, you guys are
I got a problem. I don't know how to talk about it. I got a friend of mine. He's real close to me. We work together. Name's Opie, and I don't know. I got a crush on him. I don't know how to tell him. Am I in the Bronx to tell him? We worked together for years. What should I do?
You have a crush on Opie?
Yeah, he's my coworker. I don't want to go any further with last names or anything.
Well, I think that you need to get in line because a lot of people got a crush on Opie. He's from New York, right?
I think originally he is, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, you got to get in line for that one. Because a lot of guys call into the radio show, and they're always like, they say they got a crush on Opie. I'm telling you.
Damn, yo, really?
The problem is, I think he's got a crush on another guy named... I don't even want to bring up Steve C.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
I don't even want to
Steve C. I don't know. I wish he had a big black cock, so I know.
Jesus Christ.
Big black cock.
Where is she based out of?
I don't know.
New York, I'm guessing by the number.
That's got to be the
Was that
Bronx.
213?
Where's 213?
I don't know where that is.
213 is California.
That's
Oh,
California.
it is. Oh,
Yep.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
L.A.
From New York. Apparently, she knows Opie. All the guys are trying to get in line, yo.
That's wonderful. Thanks, Ed. And then finally, it ends with a string of prank callers and ends very nicely here.
Yeah.
Yes, hello?
Hey, how's it going tonight?
It's going very, very, very good.
Not you.
Mega Pain Show, spit your pain.
Funny.
Yeah, I'm the original Golden Bud.
Hey.
Mega Pain Show. Mega Pain Show, spit your
Original
pain.
Golden Buns.
Hi, this is Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Hi, can I say cunt on the air?
You can whatever you want, babe.
All right, you're a cunt.
Thank you. You know what? Not the first time. Thank you.
I love that one. Can I say cunt on the air? Yeah, say whatever you want. It's cool. You're a cunt.
And it was so reasonless. She's just doing a nice show.
I know.
Oh, God.
It's horrible, but gonna have to work
That's
on
very
that feature.
funny.
There you go.
Just punch up other people's shows and have people just harass
The
them.
funny thing is, like 10 years ago, it was the same thing, except you would just do it in chat rooms. Now people take over
Yeah.
each other's video podcasts.
And 20 years ago, you would just do it, and it was called prank phone calls. Like, I mean, shit just, it's the same thing. Now you can just take over someone's podcast and fuck with them.
Well, you know what?
Hysterical.
She's on the map now, though. Make it
Yeah,
Pain
yeah.
Show.
I know, see?
Spit your pain.
Spit your pain. Spit your pain.
Who knows? Maybe she does a really good show, you know?
Who knows? I like a disco ball in the background she got going, and the wood paneling looks nice. Maybe it's a green screen.
She gets all dolled up for her.
Yeah, she gets all dolled up with the cock rings in her ears.
For her show. Those big, giant hoop earrings.
Yeah, fucking Hispanic girl bangs. That's start in the middle of her head.
Oh, that's horrendous. She's too good looking for that look, man.
It's fantastic.
Spanish girls' bangs always start around the fucking shoulder blades.
The fucking waterfall of hair.
Shit.
It's awful. All right, we're going to go to break, but
I have to tinkle.
Yeah,
But-
so do I.
Let's tinkle together.
Danny has come up with another installment of, what's the bit called again?
How much?
How much?
How much?
Of course, this is based.
Which way?
This is based on our silly discussion on how much cum would fill up this room.
Yeah.
Remember that?
very room,
Remember when we did that?
Yeah,
Well,
That
Danny,
was like the pilot. That was like the pilot
It was
episode.
a pilot. Yeah.
Danny took that
It got picked up.
and ran with it.
Got picked up, all right.
Ran with it with his bit called How Much, and this is the second installment. Check it out.
Have you ever wondered how many toenails it would take to fill up a jelly jar? How much earwax would it take to fill a spackle bucket? Well, wonder no more, friends. Join me on my journey of knowledge and discovery to find answers to some of the awe-inspiring questions man has pondered since the dawn of time. Today's episode, Foreskin Bonanza. Did you know the average human foreskin measures a rubbery 2.3 centimeters long? Laid end to end, it would take 4,007,507,961 foreskins to circle the equator. If we measured height using foreskins, Shaq would be 94 foreskins tall, or 18 black ones. Mankind has patiently waited for the day when science would allow us to measure time in foreskins. That day has come. With 69,971 foreskins per mile and the average IndyCar hitting speeds of up to 214 miles per hour, that equals a speed of 14,973,794 foreskins per hour, or FPH. P.U. I wonder what a burnout would smell like. Stay tuned for another edition of How Much?
Opie and Anthony. By the way, we're taking tomorrow off.
How about Monday?
We're too scared to ask for Monday off.
Wow, we should. I think a lot of people are.
We're too scared.
I was talking to security. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people out today. He goes, yeah, they're out today through Tuesday. Really? Back Tuesday. Yeah. I think a lot of people are off Monday.
See, well, we're the workhorses. We'll be here next week doing live shows.
Yeah.
Will everybody else be doing live shows next week, Anthony?
Nine. As a matter of fact, I'm going to UFC in Vegas for Bob Kelly.
Oh, fuck
for the
you.
Brock Lesnar fight.
When's
Frank
that?
Mir.
Saturday?
Next Saturday. And I'm flying out.
Next Saturday?
Next Saturday, the 11th. The 11th.
Why go? Just read all of his Twitters. It's like being there.
With Bob?
Holy shit, Bob. All right, enough with your Twitters.
Dude, the chairs are velvet. But I'm actually going out. I'm flying out after the show.
Ah.
Dedication.
When am I going?
I would love you to come.
You didn't ask me. You never asked me.
Dude, I don't think you want to come.
I don't think we're friends anymore.
Dude,
I wanted to bring this up off air, but might as well bring it up.
Come on
on
now.
air.
No.
Are we friends still?
I love you.
Okay, I love you too.
I for real. Yeah. Of course we're friends still.
It's adorable.
I get embarrassed asking people, like, if I'm doing...
Just fucking ask,
like, if I'm doing...
Like, I enjoy when my phone rings from one of my pals going, hey, I want to do with you. And not the sex shit.
Oh.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Yeah, that's just part of being friends with
Just
me.
happens after whatever you do.
Hey, here's fucking Bobo.
Is Bobo making
And look,
his
Simple
way
Mike
into the-
outside of the studio. Look, we've learned from our past mistakes. Are we going to have Simple Mike on the radio today? No.
Nope.
Because that's called overexposure.
He had enough airtime yesterday.
But we have some plans for Simple Mike.
By the way,
Simple Mike.
say that I got a new girlfriend. Cool, it's good you start
How
talking
about
in
you
midair
fucking
when you
talk
walk
on the
in.
goddamn
Guy,
microphone?
That's
he
great.
just walked in,
By the way-
walked right up to me
By the
and
way-
Jimmy. By the way, I got to say,
guys,
but Bubba, hold on. You don't just blurt out something like that. Now, you have a pretty big announcement to make then.
Yeah, I'm dating Christina.
Who's Christina?
Yes, who's Christina?
She's an employee. I don't know. I see her at that desk right. I don't know.
She's an employee at SiriusXM?
Wait,
Yeah,
if you're
she
dating
is.
somebody, how do you not
Does she know that you're dating her?
She will.
Well, I hooked up with her last week.
Hooked up?
In what way?
Oh, that we're a couple. It's a done deal. We're a couple.
Bobo, did you kiss her?
Yes, I did.
Oh, was it on the lips with those juicy lips of yours?
Yeah, you got big, juicy lips.
You really do. Big
Juicy.
Bobo has livery,
have.
kissable lips.
I don't want to kiss guys, but if I had to, fuck.
Bobo.
Yeah, look at those fucking juicy lips of yours. Guys, I don't kiss guys.
I got the girlfriend. Bobo.
They're good for
girl.
They're good for kissing your brother with.
Yes.
That never happened.
Nah, we heard it did.
Yeah,
That never happened.
Because we heard that it did.
It
That you
never-
actually did it with your brother.
It
And
never
that's what-
happened.
No?
All right, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, because I'm being handed something that is going to be just the perfect way to end this week of radio.
No, they
Shut up.
Yeah, hold on, Frank.
Bobo, who's this Christina chick? What do you mean? You can't just say that you're going out with someone if they don't know that they're going out with you. Sam, you know anything about this?
She knows.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Is this
I do.
real?
Well, I introduced the two of them last week.
Yeah.
Christina was surprised at first, but eventually I think Bobo's charm won her over.
Mm-hmm.
When she walked into the building this morning, of course, Bobo was already here because he has been here sitting out there since 6:15.
Yeah.
He kissed her on the cheek, which she, at first, again, seemed somewhat surprised by. But then,
Was there a bit of a recoil?
There could have been, but it was early, so maybe that just had to do with
Where
the
is she?
morning.
She's probably blown away by the fact that a guy is this romantic this early.
Very
That is
charming.
true.
Unfortunately, she's working right now for one of the other channels. I believe
Wait,
Raw Dog.
is this real?
Yeah.
You kissed her?
He kissed her on the cheek. That is
It's
true.
real.
So now what makes you a
It's
couple?
real.
It's real.
What makes you a couple?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, the fact that she said, I'm getting laid by her.
She said that?
Yeah.
How did she say it? What words did she use?
I don't know how she said it, but she said
Well,
it.
how did you know she said it then if you don't know how she
eyes.
said it?
With her eyes.
Sam, you remember, right?
When they say no, they really mean yes.
Yes. Apparently, the hammer is the tool of love. And you bludgeon them with it from first the blunt end and then the hook end. And then they enjoy being with you.
What are you doing with that hammer, Bobo? I don't know. I woke up hungry.
You call it a slick blade. I call it a pussy getter.
I'm going to be ashamed of you.
Can we get her on the air?
I'll find out where she is.
All right. So, Bobo, she has no interest in you.
I call it a Kaiser blade.
She does.
She does?
She does, yeah.
Did you ask her out on a date?
I've asked her out, but she said how busy she is.
Oh, yeah.
What? She's got to go wash her hair or something?
I don't know.
Yeah.
She does a lot of crap with, I don't know, whatever she does with the computers.
She does a lot of
here.
crap with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
No, I'm
But
talking about
I'll
the
take care of that problem.
No, I'm talking about the computers in this
Yeah.
I'll talk about whatever computers or something in this building.
She's
whatever
very
she does.
busy. She has to hook up the DOS prompt, she said. And she won't. She's replacing the keys in all the corporate offices until 2011. She can't go out with me. She's busy.
Last week I asked her if I asked her if she'd be willing to go out with me a little bit before I left to head out to City Field last weekend.
What'd she say?
All right, hold on.
She called me and said she was very busy today.
Oh, no.
Oh, posse?
Potsy looks like shit. Sorry to interrupt the show,
old.
but he's on TV.
That's Potsy?
That was Pot. Look at Potsy.
Anson Weber, his name is.
Or Williams.
Anson Weber, sorry, yes. Potsy Weber, right?
I have a Williams barbecue.
Danny's pointing out that Bobo's
My favorite player was Bernie Weber. We'll go with this all night. Payne Williams is a good outfit.
Danny's pointing out that Bobo's rubbing his hands together like Carl as well.
He was. I think that's not what I was writing. And stopped doing it.
Poor little feller.
Yes, it's a bit loud. But do you have any potty meat? I'd like to put it on my dick and ejaculate without touching it.
Very funny.
Thank you very much. I have juicy, kissable, livery lips. I have lips like Lionel from the Jeffersons.
Wow. Bobo's homosexuality is in full rage because I have a list in front of me. It's called Men Bobo Would Have Sex With.
And now this is by Bobo.
Right. Oh, wait.
This is if I was.
Right. If you were gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Then these were guys you would have sex with. So, like, any straight guy would answer this question.
With a list.
And not with a list.
Yes.
With a list.
Do you want it alphabetically or according to girth?
They wanted a list. They wanted a list.
This is so weird.
Rods upon it.
You know when
amazing.
The other day Bobo goes, okay, I'm going to come up with a new bit for the show, and he said, well, I'll admit that I'm a homo, and I'll give you a list of all the people I would have sex with. It's unbelievable
I'm not
that.
a homo.
That's what you said, right?
No.
Sam, is that what you said?
That is,
I said I'm not gay.
You did
I said I'm not gay.
All right, it's okay if you're gay.
No,
I don't
I'm
care.
not.
It's fine.
I'm
We're
not.
fine with it, Bobo.
I'm
Relax.
not gay.
But to make a list like this proves that you're a gay guy. but it's
Well, they
okay.
asked me
But
to
it's
make a
okay that
list.
you're
No,
gay.
you
It's all
told
right.
us you had a new bit.
When
And
Bobo
so you want to tell us all the
Well, they
guys
talk
you
about
would
this,
have sex with.
but there was another bit that I'm doing
I'm talking about
When Bobo talks, he pulls the headphone off his ear.
He pulls one headphone off of his ear.
I don't think you understand where the larynx and voice box are. The sound is not coming out of there.
There's another bit that I was
Way
doing
to focus and plow right through what I just said. Attaboy.
There's
Attaboy.
another
Let
bit that
nothing
I was gonna
divert you.
do where I was going to do this radio DJ. I was going to do Kenny's radio DJ bit.
Cool. About being gay? You were going to joke about being gay?
No, but I was going to come up with lines.
Like what?
I was going to try doing the 80s channel.
All right, give us an 80s channel.
Oh.
Jock thing.
Got any 80s music in there that
what
maybe
song
you could
what song you need?
give them a little bit of an intro?
I'll give you one.
Hold on, the music. Hold on,
give us an
music's
80s
gonna
song.
play.
Give us an 80s song,
Please,
Bobo.
Music's gonna play.
All right, which one?
Give us one. What 80s song you like?
Well, I'll tell you one as example: 8675309.
All right.
Oh,
This
By
one-
Tommy Two Tone.
That's right.
Yes, of course.
Tommy Chromosome.
All right, we're gonna play this.
Gotta hang on. Derek's on the board, so he's spelling Tommy with a Z.
That Timothy Hutton looking drunk.
I love him.
Is he adult?
Oh, he's as stupid as they come. He's actually writing out the words EIGHT-FIVE. Hey, what was that number? And should I spell out dash or just put one? You're a goddamn fool, Derek. And you should be fired. You are a bag of shit, Derek.
All right, he's ready.
All right. Here's Bobo trying to do a little 80s jocking.
All right.
All right, this next one I'd like to dedicate to my girl Christina. Yes, that's right. I got someone's phone number. So here's a phone number about a phone number. Here's a song about a phone number that you probably all thought was real, but you idiots don't know.
See, no. You gotta stop when
good.
the vocals.
He hit the post with a tractor trailer.
Let's try it again, Bobo.
So you know what hitting the post
Let me try another one. Let's try Bad.
Yes, because that's what that was.
Yeah.
Bad by
This is the song. It's bad. It rhymes with glad and mad. Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Here's Bad because, yes, that's right. I have been bad at times.
Now he can see the post with binoculars. What the fuck are you doing?
You wanted me to go longer?
Come on!
I'd listen to this all day.
Come on!
See.
All right,
I looked over at Danny. Danny looked at me and was just like stunned that he just stopped.
How about let's try one for...
That was too long.
How about for Iran?
All
Yes,
right,
go ahead.
Flock of Seagulls.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Go ahead.
Oh, my God.
That's good. That's
Why
excellent.
wouldn't you listen to this all day, though? For real.
All right, all you people with bad hair. Here's one that'll really take you way back. Of course, this would probably take me way back to times I would run from fans that are trying to find my address. Yes, that's right. I'm talking about you. You know who I'm talking about. You somehow found my address. You were knocking on my door.
He just stands there, staring at the microphone.
I wasn't sure how long to go on that one.
Well, that's the whole.
Yeah.
That's the whole talent of doing that.
Oh, trying to fill the whole slot before the
If
vote.
somebody just talks and then stops well before or way after the vocals kick in, anyone could do that. You gotta lead it right up until the point and then bam, hit the fucking post.
One more.
All right, let's see. Let's try Beat It.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now here's one dedicated to all you people all you gangsters out there. I know all you people. You guys probably always try to kick each other's ass. I see it all the freaking time when I went to Hillcrest High School. Here's what's for all you right now. This here is Beat It right now on the 80s on 8. XM 8 and a Sirius 8. Right, that's right. I know that there's gonna be some bloodshed going on. Bring out those knives.
That's actually not bad. You're only missing it by about 45 seconds.
All right, listen. Men Bobo would have sex with.
Yep.
All right.
Is this in any particular order?
Yeah.
Not in any particular order, but this is...
Well, that's not entirely true because the first three are numbers 1, 2, and 3.
All right, the first three are number 1, 2, and 3. So you would have sex with number 1 first. Out of all these guys, if all these guys are standing there wanting to have sex with you, this guy would be the first guy you would pick.
If I was handed an inno in return for that.
All right, we could get
You'd
that
have gay
done.
sex for an inno.
Yeah.
So, and you're saying you're not gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because it's for an inno.
Yeah,
Opie, don't be silly.
Of course.
So number 2 and then number 3, and then it's in no particular order.
So why don't we...
Now, I can't believe this one here. He was fed this. Come on.
Which one?
I didn't...
Which one?
Intern Evan was put in charge of gathering these names.
Was he?
So he was
Because if
probably...
intern Evan was trying to make his own little funny bit,
Probably.
it's not about him, douchebag. It's not about you, douchebag.
Well, let's go through the list.
All right,
Yeah.
when we get to that, I'm going to have to question you.
Can Bobo read the names?
I don't have the list in front of me.
Well, you could.
Oh, well, here it is.
The whole time
There's a copy of it. Yes, it's not a tablet from these fucking Mount Sinai.
Well, I would have to
Go
start.
ahead, you go right ahead.
Stammering
Joel
Joel.
stammered past everything.
I would have to start with Mario Cantone because it's obvious. As a kid, I remembered Steve
Yeah,
Pipe.
go from number 1,
I remember
and then
Steve-
pick.
Well, only because he's probably the funniest gay there is, and I used to love Steam Pipe Alley as a kid.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So you want his
Speaking of
steam pipe in your...
alley, yeah.
And you're
Well,
dirty little
ain't it
Alex.
obvious why he called that show Steam Pipe Alley?
Oh, you didn't do that.
Why?
Come on, Bobo.
Why?
Whoa.
Okay, faggot, what's next?
The next
Why did he call
the-
it Steam Pipe Alley?
Now, I said it before. It's obvious there was double entendre in that title.
I don't get it.
The next one I'd go with would be Carlos Mencia.
Well, now, why Carlos Mencia?
Because he freaking sounds too gay when he does that.
Wait, but this is guys you want to have sex with. So why would you say...
Wait, say that again?
Oh, it feels good to laugh.
So Carlos Mencia's unclipped cock
Because
would
he does...
be next.
The other one I'd have to say would be intern David because I'd want him scarred for life.
Now, how would it be scarred for life if he was fucking you in your ass?
No, not if I did that. If he was dead drunk. Him, I'd want him scarred for life.
Would you want to fuck him or would you want to fuck him? I'll get you both in the ring. Give you both. So what would you want to? How would you want that to go? I'll get blood all over my brain.
No.
You're used to that.
No. If I was gay, I'd rape him. If I was gay, he'd be raped while he was drunk, and I mean dead drunk.
Wow.
Cool, as opposed to just drunk.
You're hostile.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Remember that Halloween party? How drunk David was?
Oh, yeah. Did you get him then?
No, but he was sure
I heard
drunk.
you fucked him that night.
Yeah.
No,
I heard
that-
you actually had sex with him that night.
that did
you
not-
picked
that-
him. I heard.
that
No, I
did not
did hear that
happen.
you.
I heard there was a nice makeout session, actually.
Yeah, at least some
that,
kissing.
That never happened. I do got another one on the list. Bob Kelly.
Uh-huh.
Because of his little man crush issues.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And probably that Convertible Boy song.
Oh, you like the Convertible Boy, and that's kind of a gayish and feminine.
Well, he seems like he'd be an excellent gay person if he was gay. He'd do an excellent job playing the part.
Sure would.
As a matter of fact, I think he should play a gay guy in a movie.
Cool.
I think he would win an Oscar for that. Playing the part of a gay guy.
And then he could shove it up your ass during.
Well, if I was gay, he
right,
would.
right.
All right. So Marlon Brando lips. Who else?
Well,
this is a little awkward.
Well, this one I feel awkward mentioning you. You're on this list.
What? Me?
Well, because
why? Because I'd let you?
No, because of your your tranny stories.
They're hot, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm amazed that someone would actually tolerate a tranny.
Yes.
What do you mean? You're amazed
Tolerate.
by that?
How about hire?
Or even hire one. I would not even have the guts to hire a tranny.
The guts or the want?
Or the balls, like she has.
Would you like to, if you had the opportunity?
If in exchange for an inno, I would.
Well, the old inno. He really likes the
and then
inno.
it would come out and then go back inno. Boo.
The other one, Ahmadinejad.
Now,
he got it right.
What is it about Ahmadinejad?
Say his whole name.
I don't know how to. Mohammed Ahmadinejad.
No, Mahmoud.
Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. I don't know how to pronounce these.
You got it right.
These Middle Eastern names. They all freaking sound. They all freaking sound the same.
Yeah.
Right.
And I gotta say these Gook villages.
As far as I know, his last name sounds like something I ordered at a restaurant.
Whoa! Goddamn, Bobo.
An Ahmadinejad.
Right?
Yeah, that I went to some Middle Eastern restaurant. They said, "Yo, waiter, Ahmadinejad."
It actually sounds nothing like something you order.
Not at all.
You couldn't sound farther from something you order.
Of course.
Go ahead.
But anyway,
But why him?
Because I know he hates it.
He's into really humiliating people.
Yeah, this isn't anything about like guys like I thought this was going to be a list of people that you found attractive enough that you would.
Well, I guess he does have like a dictatorish look, like the dictator, the right look for a dictator, like.
Bubba was turned on by men in power.
Apparently so. Okay.
Well, if I was gay, he's like has that right look for a dictator, the appropriate look to what a dictator should look like.
Let's go down the list now.
The other one, Sam, because he'd make an excellent gay person.
Thank you.
You
very
skipped
much.
one. You skipped one.
Oh yeah, I forgot A-Rod.
Now, why would you have sex with A-Rod?
Well, it's obvious. He's got nothing in his pants from all the steroids.
Ah!
Wow.
Attaboy,
You got
Bobo.
a quip about everybody, don't you?
And I guess Stephen Lynch.
Why Stephen Lynch?
Well, that's
because he sings like an angel.
Those songs are freaking funny.
Yeah, wow. A lot of people are funny.
You know how funny you have to be to let someone fuck you in the ass?
Yeah, but well, because he did a song called "If I Were Gay."
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that warrants enough that if I were gay, I'd probably go for him.
All right.
And then the other one, this one would be more of a revenge fuck. If I could hop into it, if I could hop into a DeLorean, there was this girl in 9th grade named Michelle. She was nuts about the Backstreet Boys, and I obviously know that Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys is gay.
Where'd you put her body?
What? So what?
I posed her in a shallow grave, and I put leaves over her face to hide my guilt. I didn't feel right about it. Sorry.
I tried
snow plows.
I tried asking her out, but it never.
We're talking.
And what happened? She went to say yes, and you didn't hear it because you talked over
You're
her.
babbling.
No, she never even had any interest. She was just way too nuts about the Backstreet Boys.
Right.
So,
and that's what did it.
If I could hop into a DeLorean, I would bring a present day Nick Carter and just anally fuck him in front of her
That would win her over.
Just to annoy her, just so she knows that Nick Carter is gay.
There's a difference between annoying someone and traumatizing them for the rest of their lives as they scream bloody murder
If you want to,
every night of their life.
Hold on, Bob. If you want to annoy somebody, you put a whoopee cushion on their seat.
Right.
To brutally rape their male date goes beyond annoying. TT flies and fruit flies are annoying. Watching your date be brutally emasculated and dehumanized by another man's cock goes way beyond annoying. You talking over people is annoying.
Right.
Well, I feel everybody I've tried to ask out seem nothing but airheads.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect in the era where there was a lot of boy bands? You get all these freaking airheady people.
Airheady. Would have nailed him.
As a matter of fact, I admit my sister is starting to remind me of those airheads I had to deal with in high school.
Whoa.
My sister's freaking too nuts about the Jonas Brothers. It freaking annoys me having to hear that music blasting out from her room.
Your sister reminds you of all the girls you wanted to bang in high school?
Really?
No. Well, hearing that music.
How old's your sister?
13.
Oh, that's not right, Bobo.
Oh, Jesus. Got a picture?
No, I don't got a picture.
You want one? See, it's a joke.
I had one on my old phone. It got damaged on a bus. My idiotic sister dropped the phone when she was using it, got ran over by a bus. Even the SIM card got damaged.
Wow. So that pretty much was it for that phone. Thank God your sister didn't get hit by the bus, though.
Yeah, thank God. Otherwise, there might have been a lot of legal troubles there.
Well, yeah. I was talking more of the mental anguish and loss that you would feel, but all right, legal troubles, whatever.
Yeah, that too, but there'd be legal troubles on top of it that would make it even more painful.
I hear you, Bobo.
His brother was having sex with him at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
No, that never happened. I said it
That's
might
good the way you hold the paper. He holds the paper like it's the last thing keeping him from falling off a ledge.
It's all wrinkled and crumpled. He's grabbing
amazing.
onto it. Yeah, a big fist.
I don't really have use for it, so I was just taking my anger out in the paper.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. Okay. That's how I am. If I'm, because I'm angry at the gay rumors, that I'm just taking it out on the paper.
There's people are alleging that there's photos and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. There's pictures of you.
There's no photos because it never happened.
Okay.
All right, well,
as a matter of fact,
what are you saying?
Next time my brother's in town,
you're gonna fuck him?
No,
he's gonna fuck Bobo.
No, he's not. But
no.
He'll tell you exactly what happened.
Oh,
nice.
Why don't you tell us what happened? Why don't you tell us exactly what happened, and we'll confirm it next time your brother's here. But tell us.
It
now,
never
be honest.
happened.
Hold on. Something happened. You already admitted that. So why don't you just tell us what happened and go?
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying that I don't remember. I hardly remember anything. But I'm saying there probably could have been something that happened.
What was it? You know. Come on now. Let's be a little honest.
Well,
Open
all
up.
I can tell you is he might have raped me in my sleep.
Your brother might have raped you in your sleep. Now, what gives you that idea?
And how heavy a sleeper are you?
No.
Jesus. The fucking
how young
phone
I
rings
was, right?
upstairs, I'm awake.
3.5 years, all
truck
right?
of Ambien fell in my mouth.
3.5 years, all right? Who the heck knows what the heck happened those 3 years? Those 3.5 years.
I was in the same room, let's say, with my brother growing up, and I know damn well he never raped me in my sleep.
Well, I was never in the same room. He never even lived at the same house. He's a half-brother.
All right, so what gives you the idea that this might have happened?
Well, I know he used to visit.
Well, people visit without raping. Sometimes.
Well, there's stuff that I don't remember taking place that I'm saying that this could have happened.
All right, so what is it that what kind of clicks in your head that you think, oh, now I kind of know?
Well, I don't think anything happened. What I do know is that somehow one time he accidentally tripped me over. Well, I think he was pulling me in a wagon. You see this little burn on my hand?
Yeah, that's from jerking him off real fast.
No, that's responsibility. He kind of knocked me off the wagon accidentally, and I accidentally grabbed onto
I know about
it.
falling off the wagon.
I grabbed onto a grill.
Boo. Huh? Yeah.
I grabbed onto a grill, and this hand was.
What was
burnt.
her name?
What? No, I grabbed onto a grill, a barbecue.
Boo.
I grabbed onto a barbecue.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not even sure.
Barbara who?
No, a barbecue.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure what this whole. What's the whole
Do you have
point
a sister named Susie?
No,
since we're getting booed all over the place.
My sister's name is Shannon.
Oh, Shannon.
All right.
Yeah.
My sister's name is Shannon, and as a matter of fact...
How did you get so off track when we were talking about your brother raping you in your sleep? And you're talking about a boo-boo you got on your hand from a barbecue.
Well,
what happened with your brother that night when he raped you in your sleep?
Well, I don't know what happened. I just know he may have... he may have tried some gay stuff going on.
Where did he try to put his penis?
No. If anything, I think he went for the ass.
So you, if anything.
If anything, his brother doesn't play games.
All I can tell you
Right between
is
those meaty
all I
cheeks.
can tell you, all I can tell you is that when my brother's here, he'll prove to you none of it ever happened.
But well, then what do you? Why
I'm
are
not
you
saying it did happen.
We're not saying it did. I'm just saying you seem to have this idea that it happened.
Well, everybody here seems to think it happened because I think it was E-Rock that misheard something I was saying when I was saying that there was a reunion going on.
No. You said a cum reunion.
Right.
No, I didn't say come reunion. I said there was a reunion that I was going to see him for the first time in 23 years.
How much older is he?
He's in his late 30s.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay.
Ah.
Big difference.
He's in his late 30s.
Yeah. So he tried putting it in your ass.
He might have tried.
Might have.
What stopped him?
That I do not know because I don't remember anything that happened.
So why do you think he might have tried to put it in your ass?
Well,
Apparently, apparently his balls hitting his rectum stopped him.
anything.
Yeah, what stopped him exactly?
Anything.
He would have
could
broke through on the other side if he had kept going.
I don't know.
The mattress underneath me stopped him.
Since you guys think there's something that went on, I figured, I said, you know what, I'll just humor these guys and say, yes, something did went on. And then I thought, and my brother, when he's here, he'll prove that it never happened.
How will he prove it?
Yeah, how's he going to prove it
Will he
now?
let us smell his dick and then smell your ass
Yeah.
and see what the difference is?
Comparison.
Well, if that's what it takes, yeah.
Or will he put it in your butt and then you'll scream out and he'll go, see, this is the first time he's ever taken one.
Yeah, if that's what it takes to prove that it never happened.
That's right. Just throw those S's out. Who needs
Exactly.
them?
If that's what you need to prove that it's never happened,
If
it will.
that's
I'm
what it
just letting
takes.
you know, lately he hasn't been making many trips to New York because he's trying not to lose any money from the economy. He's an accountant.
What does he drive, a car made of dollar bills and the wind blows them?
No, my brother's a penny pincher.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
cool.
He's a as a matter of fact, my brother is Jewish.
Really?
I find the combination very difficult to believe.
Well, he is, and you know how sometimes they're trying to look to every way to get an extra buck.
That's a weird. The penny pincher's a weird dog. That's an aggressive dog.
No, that's a mini pincher.
Oh, I thought.
I was just saying that my brother's the kind of guy that.
Why would he?
My brother's the kind of guy growing up, even growing
That would
up from
fuck
what
a man in the ass and not even have the common decency to give him a reach around?
No, even the stories I heard, he would look for every way he could to get an extra buck.
Even if it was buried in your colon, apparently.
Yeah.
So how would he get an extra buck?
Now, he would do stuff like go through every garbage can to look for cans.
Wow. After your can.
No, he would go
No?
through every garbage can in the neighborhood. He lived.
He started with you, and then he just started fucking other people in the ass.
Well, what I
He's
know
just
is,
rifling through cans.
Well, what I know is he lived in Long Island.
Yeah.
All right, he lived somewhere in I think it was somewhere around Huntington, maybe Millville. I'm not.
He didn't live in Astoria, Queens?
No, he lived in Melville. All right. As I said, we only had the same father.
Yeah.
Not the same mother.
No.
But the same father?
Yeah, same one. But we're both the sons of Stephen Robert Curlin.
Okay.
That's the name of my father.
I assumed when you say we're both the sons of.
Sound like royalty.
Yes.
And he begat.
Here's my family crest.
Begat. Everyone begat.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, that's from fucking Sling Blade too.
What I do know is that what I know is he'll tell you everything. As a matter of fact, if you even need further clarification, I could bring
If we need what, Bubba?
I could bring my mother into the building.
Mutter for further.
If we need what kind of clarification?
If you want to know more of what happened, I could bring my mom here. I could bring my mom. And by the way, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
I have a feeling you'll hit on her when you see her.
Oh,
why?
Is this wishful thinking on your part?
No, because I know people have said stuff about my mother when they've seen her.
What have they said?
She looks like she's in her 20s. All right.
How old is she?
She's not the kind that doesn't like to reveal her age. I know she's probably in her early 40s, but she doesn't look like she's in her early 40s.
So does she? Are you saying that she likes to fuck?
No, but
she bring guys over the house.
No, but
So-
I've heard people say that my mom looked hot.
What color guys does she like?
Got a picture?
I don't have a picture of her.
Want one?
She doesn't. She's busy taking the photos, not being in them.
What color guys does she like?
Yeah.
Well, all I can tell you is that my father was a white guy.
But what about the guys that she
Brings
is
over.
with now, that she brings home?
No.
Guys that you have to call uncle.
No, she's still with. She's She's not married, but she's with my sister's father.
Okay. What color is him?
Yeah.
I know. Well, I don't know all of it. I know he's part Norwegian, and I think there's some Irish in there. I think.
Oh, he's very white.
Yeah.
And I think. Well, I know his mother was Jewish.
Okay.
That I know his mother was Jewish.
What postal code did he grow up in?
No.
all very
I
fascinating.
don't know his postal code. I just know he grew up in Connecticut, pretty much rich family.
The 203 area code?
He grew up a rich
Was
family.
he near 95, which goes through Connecticut? Or was he near Mystic Seaport? Go.
I don't know. I just know he grew up in Fairfield County.
Okay, then you know a lot.
I don't know the whole information
do.
because I don't go there that often.
You're obsessed.
You don't go there.
No, as a matter of fact, I think pretty much all his relatives are very boring.
Connecticut's a boring state.
They must love this part of the program.
They don't listen, so they don't know this. All I know is that everybody on my mother's side of the family
Is an asshole?
No, they're very entertaining. Trust me.
Yeah.
What were you doing when they were handing out pizzazz?
As I said, Anthony, as I said, a lot of my uncles, you'd fit in very well with them.
Oh, I would.
Why? Who are your uncles? John Wayne Gacy, fucking Pete Townsend, Pee Wee Herman.
No,
Jerry Glitter.
The principal from fucking Ferris Bueller, Jeffrey Jones. Who else are your uncles?
No, but
hold on, more pedophile jokes coming up. Roman Polanski.
No, but I know.
All right, you go right ahead, babe.
I know they're very down to earth and have that edgy sense of humor.
Oh, okay.
Ah, that's it. I'm down to earth and have an edgy sense of humor.
You have an edgy sense of humor.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you. I take that as a great compliment from you, Bobo.
Very down to earth.
And like my cousin,
Lock
he does
myself
excellent.
in my fucking
Mansion
castle.
with fucking
He does excellent
teenage girls and
impersonations.
guns to protect you. Salt of the earth, and
By the way, my cousin's in his late 20s, but I think he's kind of starting to think to date.
Louder, I can't hear you.
But I think I noticed his past two girlfriends have been in their late teens.
Oh,
Really?
God. Louder and faster.
Yeah, he's dating an 18-year-old.
How old is he?
My cousin's in his late 20s.
And why is he dating girls who are 40 years old?
No,
That's
he's
silly.
dating an 18-year-old.
Who's 18? Your cousin's 18 years old? That's normal to date an 18-year-old.
No, my cousin's
Louder,
in his
I can't hear you.
My cousin's in his late
Faster.
20s, but his girlfriend is in her late teens.
That's
Cool.
crazy.
He talks like the guy in the Lotto commercial with the fucking megaphone.
Yeah.
Except that guy's more interesting.
I can imitate that guy.
Go ahead, please
New
do.
York State Lotto jackpot is now $55 million.
Can you now imitate David Carradine or Michael Jackson or perhaps Ed McMahon or Farrah Fawcett?
No, that good man. All I need to do is send annoying emails that say you may have already won $10 million. Yeah, you and a bunch of other people if you buy a ton of magazine subscriptions.
Wow,
You
you
don't
know
miss a
that
trick.
scam.
This guy's good. He
Yeah.
improvs.
He's got it.
My mom's fallen victim to that scam.
Of course she
Oh,
has.
She
What'd they say? Send these in and we'll remove your son from the house?
no, like she really thought she was going to win $10 million, and she bought the magazine
Christ.
subscriptions.
What was the magazine? She bought my son's adult monthly.
I don't remember the magazine. I think-
really late term abortions weekly.
Yeah, every centerfold is a propeller hat of a different color.
That's great.
What was the magazine, Bobo?
Yeah.
I don't know, a bunch of women
The
magazines.
Black
she bought.
Inches. They're about carpenters.
She bought a bunch of women magazines, Cosmo, Glamour, all those annoying
She
magazines.
bought Hysterectomy Monthly. It's how you could design your inner womb now that it's been removed. It's about storing winter coats in where your reproductive organs used to be. The Hysterectomy Monthly. You vacuum seal your coats so they take up less space. And then a teamster shovels them into your vagina until September.
All I remember.
It's how to turn your barren womb into a popcorn maker.
The one thing I do remember is that the one thing I do remember
Storing
is
shoes where your reproductive organs used to be. That was the special double issue for December.
that one thing I do remember is
Because
that
our boots would always get the rug money. How does that feel? It hurts a lot, doesn't it? To start saying something and have a Muppet voice run right over you.
I can tell you,
Of course you can.
Glamour had great jack-off material, I can tell you that.
Yes, I'm sure Glamour did.
I know, it did because I know.
Yeah, I bet.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Believe me, I would jack off in the bathroom all the time when she was not around.
Yeah?
And in the kitchen when she was. While she was whipping me up a marmalade sandwich, I would jerk off onto her slippers. And she would kick at me as if I was a pesky small dog in a Breakstone commercial.
No, you gotta hear what I do with the motel.
Yes, of course we do. And I'm sure we could in the next building.
If I find a motel that's a piece of crap,
Yeah?
you know what I do?
What?
I leave jizz in the toilet right before I leave that hotel room. Right
Oh, my
before I
God.
check out.
You mean somebody actually has to hit the flusher? Ooh, you really are wreaking havoc.
That's my way of showing revenge for having to stay in such a crap hole. If I have to stay in a crap hole, that's how I get revenge.
That's right. You jerk off into you react the same way I do in a 5-star hotel. I jerk off into the toilet.
Oh no, if it's a 5-star, I'll jack off into the sink.
Good. Punish them for being good.
Oh, he's just fucking leaving his jizz everywhere.
It's awful.
Just because I think it's funny for the maids to find it.
Motels, brothers.
Yeah.
no, there's something like that going on.
Well, yeah, you said.
As a matter of fact, I
You remember the old saying, right?
What's the old saying?
Press the button, pull the chain, out comes the chocolate choo-choo train.
My brother would say that while he squatted over my chest.
Not only that, you know all the stuff you find in the refrigerators and some of these nice
like heads and human fingers and rotted mayonnaise and eggs that are brown.
No, I'm talking about you'd find like
aborted fetuses.
No, I'm talking
Reader's
about
Digest copies.
I'm talking about the sodas and the candies,
potato
right?
chips and pretzels. While the milk is in
I'm
the
talking
bread
about
drawer.
the sodas and the candies.
What candies? Candy corns.
No,
my mother would stuff the ham with
I found
them.
stuff like boxes of M&Ms. I think I found a Reese's peanut butter thing there once.
I think he's talking about the mini bar.
Oh, the mini bar.
I'm talking about those mini fridges.
Mini fridge?
A mini fridge.
Yeah, the mini bar.
Yeah.
They cost a lot of money, those things in there, you know.
Yeah. Well, whatever reason, they just have them and you can just take whatever you want from them.
You really can't.
Yeah, you can. They're free. I was wondering why my hotel bill was $1,400.
Well, what I do know is I didn't pay for the hotel one time. I stayed at this hotel in Miami. I attended a NASCAR race there.
Yeah.
I just grabbed everything there when I checked out of the hotel. Right before I checked out, I grabbed everything.
Because then they forget to add it onto the bill. Because once the bill is tallied, the law prevents them from adding to it. It's a good time to grab the TV in bed as well. They forget to add to it. As you're leaving, you can take whatever you want because you figure the bill's been added, they'll never notice.
I took the cash register.
I shot the hostage.
Bobo, you're fucked up, man. You really are. You're a pisser.
As a matter of fact, you know what I yelled out to my principal when I graduated high school?
What?
I yelled your mom's box to him.
Wow, cool. Was he yelling, why are you yelling at me? You're 26 years old. You should have been out of here years ago.
Now, actually, I graduated when I was 19.
Did your brother put your diploma up your ass?
No.
Is that how you accepted it? You bent over?
He fucked me. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I think they got the message.
I was doing another rape joke. He fucked me until my flat-topped hat fell off.
I
He put the tassel in my mouth so I wouldn't bite my tongue off.
I graduated when I was 19,
and then I moved on into high school.
And I was so annoyed at Mr. Dutch and that Big Gay Al voice.
He was always sitting on that paint can, and he had that weird haircut. And I was always in him, being in trouble.
No.
Dutch.
I swear, this guy sounded like Big Gay Al.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know who that is.
And it was a year after Sex for Sam took place that this... It was the anniversary. I had to go to summer school that year.
Oh,
I bet.
What were you taking? What subjects in summer school?
No, there was one Regents I had to pass.
No, it was literally a school about summer.
Yes.
No. It's hot today.
Because I would always get it wrong. It'd be 90 degrees, and I would walk in and go, winter, and they would go, no, come back tomorrow. 3 more options.
But I was... I was just so annoyed at that school that I said, I finally never get to, I never have to see this building again. I said, I'm just gonna yell at this principal, and
I waited till Hitler's birthday, and I put on my black trench coat, and I walked in and massacred my classmates.
And I just thought, why don't I use the same line you said, the last line you guys said on WNEW?
Why not, right?
So I just yelled that to him, and he couldn't do anything about it because I had that diploma already, damn it.
That's right. Once you have that diploma, they can't do anything with it. It's like when you leave the hotel. Take what you want. I stole all the chairs out of the auditorium.
Because I have my diploma.
Once you have your diploma, you can't do it. They can do nothing.
Diploma.
And
what have you done with your diploma now?
It's in a box somewhere.
Yeah?
It's in a box lying around. I haven't looked at it in ages.
Why would
But what about when you go to get a job?
Well, yeah. If I need to bring it, I'll bring it out.
You have to bring it to every in a frame to every job.
To every job.
Well, it's still in like a diploma holder.
No, you have to get a frame with museum glass so the light doesn't reflect off it.
And then you bring it in, you show it to them, and they go, "Oh, that's very nice."
Right.
I don't know. I have it like in this thing they gave you. It's like leather. You open it up, and it's like in there.
I bet it's rotting, or the moths got it, or something.
Right. No. I keep it in like plastic storage.
If it gets destroyed, you're not going to be able to get a job.
Yeah, and you have to go to high school all over again.
Yep. You got to take all the grades over.
You can't prove you graduated.
Yep. There's only one copy of that thing.
No, but I still bring it out. Because that box is right by where I leave that box out.
Where do you leave it? In the middle of the living room floor?
No, I leave it somewhere in my room.
Holy shit!
There's a box.
Yeah.
And it's right on top of everything else.
Yes, and Brad Pitt's wife's head is in it.
As a matter of fact, I just ordered the frame for it.
Yeah.
I ordered a frame for it.
You did?
I ordered a frame.
What did you order it to do?
No, I ordered a frame, a glass frame.
But where is it
sunny
now?
side up, and they scrambled
that
it.
That frame has not arrived, so it's in that protective diploma case.
Yes.
Where?
Matches and kindling. I protect it.
I said it's in it. I said it's in a box
with all the screwdrivers and washers.
It's
put the little fella. I took the screws and washers and whatnot out and put the little fella in the shoebox.
Yes.
And I buried it out back.
I wanted to get a job with Bill Cox's outfit, so I showed my diploma.
Then I went for a walk with Melinda, who works at the Five and Dime, and she gave me flowers.
Yes, she looked like Pat from Munaki with a wig and a dress.
By the way, if you want to see something really embarrassing, look at how they misspelled my high school. Look
D-U-M-M-Y?
No.
Wow.
No,
G-R-A-M-M-A-R.
No, I misspelled. No, not that. I meant misspelled my name, my last name specifically.
Oh,
no.
really?
They spelled it F-A-I-L.
No,
I said, that's not my name.
No, my last name is it's Daniel Curlid, but they misspelled it K.
They spelled it R-E-M-E-D-I-A-L. Did I spell remedial right?
No, it was spelled K-U-R-L.
F-L-U-N-K.
Yes. Flug. They called me Daniel Flug.
Yeah, you're a pisser. You really are. Look, I'd
gotta
love
go.
to stay and chat, but I've had enough of Bobo, and I think everybody else has too.
Can I throw this plug out real quick?
No, I'm sorry, we're out of time.
Up and coming.
Boys, please.
Friday and Saturday, the 17th, 18th of this month, Zanies in Vernon Hills, Illinois. Punchline Comedy Club in Atlanta, Georgia, July 23 through 25. And I'm actually psyched about this. Middletown, New York, my buddy's club. Friday, July 31st, Saturday, August 1st. It's called the Manhattan Comedy Club. 845-346-4242. It's a very small room. We'll probably sell out. My buddy, Rich Francesi, owns it. It's a great comedy club.
That will sell out fast with the amazing Jim Norton there.
And have a great holiday, everybody.
Yes, have a safe and sane holiday. We'll be back on, I guess, a Monday or Tuesday. We'll see what happens. To report on all the fingers that have been blown off and mortars that have been fired into the faces of idiots that light them and then look down the tube when they think the fuse went out. Happens every year, doesn't it? Right, Bobo. Right. Anything you want to say, Bobo?
My mouth is also known as an M80 holder.
No, I kind of wonder, there's probably a firecracker that probably blows up in Steve's ass every 4th of July.
Or Steve's. Once again, I refuse to pluralize. Pluralizing is for communists, according to my father.
No, actually, I would think that'd be funny if a firecracker blew up in Steve's ass.
Yes,
Firecracker.
A firecracker that blew up in Steve's ass.
A firecracker is if we put a cracker at the end of the hall.
Exactly.
That's a firecracker.
Yes, or a redneck, not near.
And notice how that firecracker will have the
True.
Foundry logo watermarked on it.
Oh, I get it.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, Anthony, if you were in a movie, I bet you Steve might probably end up putting the Foundry logo so big that when you'd watch the DVD, this is how big the image would be.
Oh, that's cool to make it like that because everybody on the radio can't figure it out.
Don't come up with an object that you can relate to size-wise.
Like, let's just say your brain. People go, oh, the size of a pea or a walnut.
It'd be so small if you'd watch the DVD. You would need a magnifying glass just to watch that movie.
Right.
But it would only look big on the movie theater.
You know we really like you, don't you?
Yeah, I know that.
You're a fun guy, man. I like having you on.
Don't
You're a good man, Bobo.
Don't kill yourself up with the weekend.
Where are you going to be, Bobo? So everybody can know.
Where are you going to be?
I haven't figured out yet what I'm doing the 4th of July.
Oh, what are you going out with your chick?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm planning something over the weekend.
Where do you want to take her?
All I can tell you is I'm either taking her to F.H. Riley's if there's an event going on during the 4th of July weekend.
Let me give you some pointers.
Or
there's a great place to fuck out back.
Yes.
Right out back.
Right below that elm.
They can't. They can't hear the screaming from there.
That's right.
It echoes off the walls and the dumpster.
I can always do that. Pay a little homage to Poe.
Who?
Pay a little homage to Poe by fuck her out back at F.H. Riley.
By fuck her out back.
Yes,
He is just
paying
a
homage.
disaster.
He's a mess.
I love it.
You're a mess.
All right,
Bobo.
Bobo.
Have a good, safe holiday, Bobo.
Yeah, everybody else, have a great time, and we'll see you next week.